everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Saturday! Welcome to my breakfast stream because I got my muffin, but I didn't eat my muffin yet, so we're gonna have to do that. Hello, I'm Hazel, and I just looted. I came out to the Forbidden Reach because ever since yesterday, when we figured out what's actually going on out here, I like it now. It's weird how that happens. I feel like the same thing happened with Korthia, where it was like kind of icky and kind of boring and I didn't like it. And then I like read up on all of the things and I was like, oh yeah, that's all right, I'll do that. It's an education problem. I just got these coiled horns for my Cliffside Wilderdrake. How coiled are we talking? We got slinkies? Kitty cat, you want to come hang out with me? Happy Saturday. Hi, Hazel. Kush Daddy 3 with an 11-month resub. Thank you very much. Almost a year. Yay. Woo! Party! Kitty, you want to come party with us? You're circling. You don't know how to get up. I know. I put a jacket on my lap like a blanket. I was like dozing in bed before I got up this morning and having those dreams that you have when you're just kind of like drifting in and out of sleep. And in one of them, I figured out what I wanted to wear for stream and I like put it on. And then I woke up and it wasn't like a real outfit. Like in my dream, I had this secondhand hand-me-down maxi skirt, or like a midi skirt, I guess. And I paired it with like a t-shirt that had a lot of the same colors. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And I can put on leggings underneath if I'm cold. And I was quite satisfied with my choices. And then I woke up and it's not a real thing. Or at least if it's a real thing, I don't own it. I've never had a dream get me like that before. Sense Games, thank you for the 8-month resub. Morning. Oh, good morning. One Drake customization that isn't in the game. Oh. Meta achievement get you title mount. Sick, Brax. Title, yes. Mount, no. But there's theories that they will do another expansion-wide meta achievement at the end of the expansion, and in the case that that's true, here, I'm gonna pop an Azure Scrying Crystal and a Reliquary Scroll. We'll get our buffs up. If that's true, then this one would almost certainly be part of it. The title is The Forbidden. So I don't know if that would be The Forbidden's Elixia or is Elixia, comma, The Forbidden, but either one is pretty, pretty cool. I'll need Scroll Hunter, 4 Vault Doors. Oh, you're close. I like that. There's, so I'm not close on this achievement, but I'm kind of close in a lot of different parts of it. For treasures, I only need an Irontide stash and a Frozen Heart cairn. So if I find myself in the creche for the ice primalist, then you can keep an eye out for the Frozen Heart cairns there. And then apparently the Irontide stash is just like on the coast near like pirate areas. I don't really remember where they are, but I've just been doing laps around all the coast and hoping for the best. So that should be easy enough. Collecting 100 of the small treasures will, I mean, it's not, I'm at 36, so I'm not super close. That's going to be a big part of my grind. But you can do that while you're working on Scroll Hunter because it's part of, you can also loot the scrolls from them. So, and also that's, I don't mind fighting rares, but looking for the treasures I feel like was the part that's really kind of kicked in as fun for me. Excuse me. Hit somebody else. No, thank you. No, thank you. I know I'm a dragon and you're a dragon, but you're a much bigger dragon. Bella Foxy Cobble, thank you very much for the 27-month resub. Finally got Fell Firehawk for 250 mount. Thanks for mount grinding with me. Got you. Kitty Cat, you want to come say hi to the people while I apparently take Calican? Ooh. Here, we've got Renewing Blaze. Renewing Blaze can fix anything. Oh, no, you're leaving. Is it a lack of attention? It might be. It might be. Oh, too much multitasking. Hi, kitty cat. You come back later, yeah? You come see me? You can have a nice nap. You must be tired too. Oh, I also had 2 more dreams while I was dozing. I mean, at least 2. There were more, but it's weird. I only like I snoozed for 30 minutes and I had like a lifetime's worth of dreams. One of them was that I started healing solo shuffle, but I hadn't paid attention in the starting room, so I didn't really know what the comp was. And there were like warlocks, and I didn't know if they were my warlocks or like enemy warlocks. We were on the Zandalari map that has the big wall with the upper level. And I remember being like, okay, there's got to be a rogue here somewhere. All right, fine. And I was like pressing my hots in my dream. And then in the other one, I was considering, and I don't even know if this was a dream. Maybe I was just planning after I'd woken up before I got out of bed. But I was like, what if on stream I blacklist the words war crash so that nobody can say war crash, because I don't like the war crash. I don't want to go to the war crash. I don't want to hear about the war crash. So what if I just set it up so it sends any mention of it just instant delete right to the Shadow Realm? It's, technically possible. It's a little questionable. Oh, what is it? Spell-worn reserves. Oh, okay. Whoa. What are we saying here? Higher up than this. Oh, those must be in a cave. There's no way. This is not a place where treasures are. Kitty cat's name is Kira. 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 I'm gonna have some in my mouth while it's still warm. Sorry. And that's more of a project than I thought it was. I would like to thank Mage Belden for the 30-month resub. Happy fun times for you and Kier. Let's all get ready for 10.1. And Merkalot also with a 30-month resub. Thanks, guys. I have a fat grump of a tabby named Queso. He's mostly buzzed, though. Aww. Any main storyline quests you need to do on all? Not that I know of. People will frequently level 60 to 70 without doing any Dragonflight questing at all. You don't, as far as I know, you don't need to unlock anything. Do naps work when you sleep 30 minutes to wake up refreshed or destroyed? It depends. Sometimes it will. I've been in my life, in the past, I've been able to access the secret mysterious powers of the proper power nap. But for the most part, if I'm going down, I need a full sleep cycle. I need minimum 90 minutes. And it often ends up being 2, and I'll do 3 hours, and it's a big nap, but it is a nap. And that'll refresh me, but that will also throw off the schedule. And that may be what happened yesterday. Power naps are a mystery. I used to have them down to a science, but it wasn't, like, good. It wasn't satisfying. I feel like I was just kind of, like, topping myself off with, like, little tiny bits of extra energy. It wasn't really like I was getting recharged or anything. Or at least it didn't feel like I was getting recharged in the, I don't know, complete sense that I wanted to be. Love to cuddle when not being grump with my cat. Never found them effective, but some people live by them. Yeah. I wonder if you would need to have, like, a better control over... The reason that I used to be able to get away with them was I could fall asleep very quickly because I was so tired. This was years ago. This would have been, like, in the mid-2010s. I would be just, like, crazy tired for whatever reason, and I would be like, okay, I could totally just, like, go to sleep like that. And then I'll set, like, the 20-minute timer or whatever, and then I'll be up and I'll get back at it because I'm so tired, but I have to do XYZ thing. And knowing that I had to do the thing would kind of wake me up, and being that tired would kind of put me down. So the mechanism was in place for falling asleep in a timely fashion. These days, if I want to go to sleep, I need to read my book. I gotta read my book to go to sleep. And sometimes sometimes the book's really good, or I'm just not quite that tired, and it could take like a half an hour or 45 minutes before it takes over me. And if you were only going to take a 20-minute nap in the first place, that's not going to do. You cannot learn to nap better. I mean, I'm not saying I know any more than you. That's just a, I feel like you can learn lots of things. Book 2 of Dune can be a good sleep inducer. I'm really into it so far. I'm finding it really fascinating. I don't get the whole thing from the intro where the author was like, or the author's son was like, yo, people didn't like this, but they just didn't get it. Maybe that primed me to like it as a contrarian, but I don't know. I like the whole conspiracy thing, and I like, I don't want to say morally gray because that ends up sounding real reductionist, but I like protagonists that have like genuine character downing flaws. Where am I going? What am I doing? I want to eat the muffin, but the last time I took a bite of muffin, it took me like half an hour to finish eating it. Vault keys, yeah, vault keys carry over. You can stack them up. I'm sitting on 44 of them right now, which is unprecedented for me. I will be fully able to unlock my whole vault first thing next week without needing to wait or anything. Maybe on Wednesday next week. Might wait for you guys. So I guess what I could do, I'm looking for treasures, and that's good, and I'm hitting rares as I see them, and that's good. I guess what I could do is I could try, bird out of gas. I could try and poke around and see if I can specifically find a Iron Tide stash or a Frozen Heart cairn. The cairn might be easier in that I know where they spawn, but harder in that the areas are kind of densely populated with mobs, whereas the pirate beaches feel like you can just kind of fly over them, but I've been flying over them and I haven't found anything yet. 13 Squared, thank you for the 4-month resub. I did finish Wheel of Time. I did. You're gonna like book 4 then? Kira Snuggler is you're kind of grump too. No. She's a real cuddly girl. She's no grump. Why does your bird use gas? The economy. There's a bone pile under here somewhere. There it is. Best kind of kitty. I like all the kitties. I like them all. I like the grumpy ones, and I like the cuddly ones, and I like the shy ones, and I like the friendly ones, and I like the spicy ones that will, you know, want pets and then immediately decide, never mind, and then go, meow. I like those ones too. Squish nose kitties. Oh, there's Rye the Bark. There's Rye the Bark. Ooh, that's well guarded. That Rye the Bark had friends. My friends, the beetles. Alright, let's see here. I want this. Oh, good. I needed that. I actually made a point this week. Also, I never learned my coiled horns. I made a point this week to actually go get all of my profession knowledge. I think my mail, I commissioned some treatises to make sure I remembered those this week, because I've remembered that maybe somebody might want like a potion or a file or something in patch 10.1. So maybe I shouldn't completely abandon getting all of my points, because it may once again be profitable for me to craft stuff. I went and crafted a bunch of potions and sold them, and I think I made a couple thousand gold profit. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't crazy. Obsidian coffer, okay. But it was not nothing, which I appreciated. I haven't made any gold for a while. I'm trying to spend it. I mean, not trying to spend it, but I guess I'm trying to find something that I feel excited to spend it on. But the only good idea I had was the sunlight. Is it just me, or did that obsidian coffer look like it was in two places at once? It really looked like it existed above and below. I wonder if there's two of them? This one is still higher, yet I mean, maybe it's on the wall. How much gold do you have right now? 3 million. 3.7 mil, approximately. And I've, like, had 3.7 mil for a while. Oh, I made it up to the banner. Yeah, I don't know where the coffer is. I'm a little dry. It's been in the fridge for a while. I'm having a bran muffin that I made recently. With raisins and pumpkin seeds. And I'm actually enjoying them a lot more than I thought that I would. As a kid, my mom used to make them, and I thought they were, like, okay, but it's like a bran muffin, you know? It was never your first choice relative to all of the other delicious things that mom makes. But maybe I'm just had to be the right demographic and I've aged into it now. Is that 3 mil from selling in the auction house? Mostly? Yeah. I did some, it's mostly urban elk, and it's mostly elk. I did pick some herbs, and I do pick and sell them. And I think that does add up over time, because I'll just kind of pick herbs when I see them sometimes if I feel like it. But early in the expansion, and early in the first tier, I put a bunch of time into, I put a bunch of time into alchemy, and I sold a lot of Primal Convergent and Incense and Omnium Draconis. I spec'd into those things first when a lot of people were speccing into files and potions. And I made some good gold off that. It was pretty time intensive, but it was good. It was fun. Do you ever feel like not picking up an herb? Oh yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. We take it on an herb by herb basis. I can't get that one. Oh no, it's a Rather Bark. I have to. I'm on my way to do Zalgor. I got 47 minutes to find a scroll, or else that crystal was a waste. Hi, kitty cat. Welcome back. Are you sure you don't want to just snooze on my lap? I kind of want you to snooze on my lap. I feel like that would be very comfy. All right, let's get the thing out here first this time, actually. Instead of just trusting that it will be underneath. Oh, hi, sweetheart. Okay, let's see. Can we do this with one hand and then pet the cat? Hi. How you doing? What kind of dreams did you have last night? You were dreaming when we were napping yesterday. She napped with me and she had the kicky feet. Am I gonna make it? Ooh. I might not make it. Don't block me. Whoa. Okay. Alright. I think we got the tag. Nice. Okay. We're gonna be so set on keys. We're gonna have the most keys. I need them for Doorbuster, I need them for my Speck of Bronze Dust, and I also need them because apparently I need one more book from the vaults for Librarian of the Reach. I guess I should count myself lucky that it's not more books. I know that there's 3 that can come from vaults, and some people have them all done, and some people are missing just one, and I think some people may still be missing more than one, and it's just a question of, like, luck. And I didn't even open all my vaults, so I can't even complain too much. I want to go to the Froststone Vault, and I want to, like, go in and poke around. Like your green screen, you'll be all keyed out. Oh, I crashed. Yeah, it's that's how I feel sometimes when it's been too long in a Mythic Plus season. But I'm ready for another Mythic Plus season. I'm excited about the new affixes. They sound fun. They sound up my alley. Oh, I had another dream. I dreamed that Ian came to my house to follow up on an email that I'd forgotten to respond to for, like, a project that they wanted me to do with, like, a team. And I had said initially that I would be interested, and then I'd, like, gotten busy with, like, a move or something, and I'd forgotten, and then Ian was all, like, disappointed in me because I had, you know, fallen behind on my email and had not kept up and responded to this project. Did he bring muffins? No, just shame. Oh dear. Oh, and it's like, yeah, you know, we were really excited to have you on board for this, and, you know, the thing comes out and just, like, I think he wanted to know if I was, like, still kind of game to do it, and I, like, just wanted to say yes, but I had negative time. I'm always moving, too. Like, whenever I have these dreams, I'm always moving to a place, from a place. I had this condo that had, like, windows on all sides, which was weird for a condo, because they tend to be attached to other units. It was a nice place. It wasn't a house, though. It wasn't a house. And then sometimes I dream about this one little house that I feel like I went to go look at with my mom once. There was a brief time in my teenage years when just my mom and I were house hunting together. And I feel like we looked at this teeny little place that reminded me of Minnie Mouse's house from Toontown, in just that it had, like, strangely shaped doorways. Like, it had, I think, circular doorways, and it had, like, really bright paint. And it was quite a small place, but it was really cute. I would totally live there now. Although I don't think it's for sale anymore, because that was a long time ago. Next interview, you can tell him you've dreamed of him. I wouldn't dare. Oh man. Can you imagine like you're doing a thing with somebody and they're like, I dreamed of you, and you're like, pardon. Unsay that this instant. It's inappropriate and I'm leaving. Alright, is any of these no, those are obsidian coffers. Excuse me, I need the frosty ones. I need a frozen heart cairn. They definitely spawn around here. I guess I'll just loot the obsidian ones and see how I feel. At least these mobs are handleable. Windows from all sides. Show how you feel people look at your private space from outside. I feel like I have a really interesting relationship with privacy and boundaries in that I both have like a lot and none. Like it's kind of a weird thing where I share a lot, but I also like don't want to. Oh, I got a scroll. It's very strange. So I'm gonna use another shrine crystal, pop the buff back up, and then we can pop the scroll too, and we can go find that. But yeah, usually if I'm having a dream that's like related to streaming anxiety, it's a dream where I'm like either streaming and I'm falling asleep so I can't like prevent somebody else in the area from doxing me, or like I'm in a busy area and I can't prevent somebody from like doxing me or themselves, or like I'm late to stream. I'll have late to stream dreams. I had one of those this morning actually, and then I woke up and I wasn't late yet. It was very weird. And also my outfit had evaporated. The paradox, yeah. Yeah. I found a confiscated journal. I feel like I've already found the I guess you can loot them again. It never occurred to me that you could loot them again. Did I pop that sealed scroll yet? I wish I had a scroll bag just for my scrolls to go into. There's another one over there. It's in a coffer though. I need a frozen heart cairn. This isn't the only place they can spawn, and they're not like guaranteed to be up or anything. I guess I had high hopes for crashing my way all the way in here. Learning the crafted red dragonflight primalist set. Very expensive. Oh yeah. Is it all pieces that you would need like sparks and metal for and stuff? What is a war crush? The war crush is C-R-E-C-H-E crush. It's this place. It's this big cave system here. That's the war crush. It's filled with elite mobs. It's got 2 bosses that spawn there. Every now and then you get forbidden spoils in there. The dominant strategy for farming currencies in this zone is to join a group, like a raid group, and just farm trash there. Which, you know, how much that thrills me. And it's a place where I've died many times because you try and like run in just to even get to the boss, and you try and run past all the elites, and they will get you. Yeah, I don't like it there at all. It's dark. We must never go there. I feel good about my ability to work on and do this achievement without going there based on how our pace of getting scrolls outside of it. It's possible I could get scrolls faster in there, but I'm willing to take a little bit of a speed deficit to not have to go in the war crush, and this seems fine. So where is this over there? Oh, there's lots of rares up. Alright, I shall abandon the Froststone Vault. The hardest boss in there dropped a pet, which thankfully, at least, it's silver lining, it's cageable. So you can pull a me and just buy it if you never want to see Warden Entrix again. Not only is he super deep in a cave, surrounded by elites, but you have to take a teleporter that requires you to not be in combat to even get to him. So even if you're trying to like run past them, if you're in combat with the teleporter, you either have to kill them without dying or die. It's awful. I spent like 40 or 50k on the pet, I think. I'll double check. Pardon me, try not to make too many chewing sounds. Okay. The name of it again? The place is the War Crash. I'm 85% done my quest there just by virtue of killing things while going in there for like other reasons. This one's a pain. There's a coffer there, and that one we're just gonna not do. So where do the pirates live? There's pirates on the southern coast. Yeah, let's just like loop around the whole south coast and see if we can find an Irontide cache. That'd be kind of cool. Are those any good herbs? Oh yeah, I was also gonna check to see what the price was on, at least on my server. Pet prices vary per server. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. This way. Hi, kitty. I don't want you to think I'm not paying any attention. I'm dividing my attention. I'm air quotes working. She's air quotes working. This is the true stream appeal. Look at how cute her little feet are. She just like fits herself right onto the chair arm. And then whenever I'm scooting the chair, I'll put like a hand to kind of support like her front shoulders. And then that's like her seat belt. And then she just kind of lets me hold her still while I scoot the chair. It's very nice. Yeah. Okay. Dragon toy. Sweet girl. Northwest corner where the monkey spawns. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna loop around. I know that once you get to the back end of the island, it's mostly, also, I guess I have a quest to do these races, so I may as well if I'm, like, right in the area. I know once you get in the back end of the island, it's mostly, like, the far scale caches. But I'll take any treasure because it can give me scrolls. We are 14 of 50 scrolls for Treasure Hunter, which I'm pretty pleased with. I think I started with only 4, so I would have done 1 today, like 9 yesterday. You know, if true, and if it can be done in like a week, it's not so bad. I've done worse. I've also hit trees. No thank you. Oh, I missed it. I thought I could get away with that. Okay. I can't stop watching your dragonfly. Shiny. I'm struck by a mild and ill-advised desire to sew something. I think it's because I dreamed about this. Oh, I'm losing it yet. I think it's because I dreamed about this skirt that's not real. It was like it was the kind of skirt that I used to sew for like home ec projects in high school. You know, very straightforward. And I have elastic that I could use to help sew into the waist just to make it fitted and uncomplicated. Maybe not all the way around, but like I could do some scrunchies in the sides or something. Okay, I've lost my earbud. Let's see if we can get this without disturbing the cat. Whoa. There we go. I have some sewing supplies. I have a sewing machine. I got that so that I could repair hem my curtains. And then I hemmed one set of the curtains and the other set is still shamefully raw-edged. But, yeah, I have some stuff. I don't have fabric for it. And I could go thrifting for that. But at that point, I might just thrift a midi skirt. I don't think my standards are very high. Jealous of the Raskin. Killed her on 12 tunes this week. Oh, that's dedication. I got really lucky with it. I got super, super lucky. Alright. I need something that I can work on that will give me some time to... Hi, kitty. Chew and swallow down more. Maybe I'll get up and get some coffee in a bit and that might help. Or I can choke it down while I'm AFK. Oh no, the cat laid down though. I'm doomed. We're doomed! Okay, so we've got a stone scale cairn and a storm eater cairn. Those aren't the two that I need, but I will, you know, treasure's a treasure. I do love being an evoker for this because one thing you have as an evoker that I always lacked as a Shadow Priest was on-demand, easy, instant burst damage. It's, like when you're just world questing or flying around or you're trying to pick a flower and there's a mob standing on top of it. As a Shadow Priest, I didn't always have buttons that I felt like I could use to kill it with like one move. It was kind of like, well, I can put up some dots and then a Mind Blast and then a Mind Flay, and it was just like it was too much, and this feels much more fluid. I want to try and make it to Marwak. Lucky like the love rocket, too. I'm just a bit of a chronically lucky person in general. Obsidian, coffer, and bone pile. I want them, but not as much as I want Marwak. I need to try to not die at Marwak today so that it doesn't break me like yesterday. I couldn't even get back to it. I couldn't even revive at my body. It wouldn't let me. I wasn't allowed. Alright, so Marwak's got lots of health, so I feel like I can look for this treasure before I go jump down and fight him. We've got time. And we got our scroll. So, did I use all my crystals? I might have used all my crystals. No, I got one more left. Pop another one just in case a scroll wants to drop off of Marwak. We can use the scroll. And let's go see if I can not die. Heaven forbid I have to do mechanics. I don't remember how I died last time. I'm sure I stood in something. I have this misguided notion that it's because it's a boss, the mechanics don't matter and it's not that important for me to move out of them. And that's not necessarily the case. Also, sometimes you can just get yourself in trouble with a deep breath. I wonder if this guy has claimed more. I mean, I'm sure War Crush Trash claims the most people, but certainly claims the most deaths off of me. But I wonder if this one's up there. He does so many things. He has, like, many phases. Yeah, I think this is what killed me. I stood in one of those big red things. Hey, we did it. We lived. Volcano Storm Sigil. He drops a pet, which is the main reason why I beelined over here. Galakad's up again. Normally rare mechanics don't matter. I would say that Wormslayer Angvardi can also really hurt. Oh, alright, forget Galakad. I'm going to the Forbidden Horde. I only need 2 more of those, and then I have one thing I can actually, like, check off my list, which I'm invested in. I feel like I'm most of the way done on, like, a lot of different achievements, and I just want to finish a few of them. I wish my cat Wormy happy birthday. Happy birthday, Wormy. An adorable name. Hope he has a very nice kitty birthday. Oh, alright, I can just sneak in with that one. And then we've got time for this one. And then my elemental overflows back up to 6,500 so I can afford to restock, because I'm on my last crystal right now. Once I get another scroll, I'm not going to be able to buy. I need to go buy some more. Scroll hunting with the scrying crystal really does kind of chunk through your oh, flowers. Your overflow, but I don't really need it for anything else. Oh, I never checked to see what about Storm's Fury today. I wonder when that's up. I have 49 of 70. I looked up the toy on Wowhead. It's the Chasing Storm. It doesn't look that cool. You can set a storm to chase other players. And according to the Wowhead comments, the other players won't even see it. You know, or you can put like a little thunder and lightning over your own head. Wow. Supposed to stand in the purple mortar thing. Usually when it's like a solid ring on the outside, especially if it changes
if it, like, the inside changes when you get in there, that's a soak mechanic, and they want you to stand in one of those. If the inside changes when you get into it, usually that's a soak mechanic that only wants one player, whereas the big meteor ones will tend to look a bit different. Others can't see it. I would need to independently verify, and I don't know how, but yeah, that's the word on the street. But, you know, what else am I going to use my 49, thingies for? I feel like I've gone so far that I may as well. Where is... I need an Ironside cache. I need one. And we can look back around the vault. I can just keep going in until the treasure that I'm looking for spawns. I guess I can just do the banners just to make them stop. Oh, yeah. Drake breaks. Drake breaks coming in handy. I do think that maybe the impact of being on a high peak and seeing such a magnificent view might be a tiny, teeny bit dampened by the fact that your bird took you up there and not your own legs. And also, you're on your bird all the time, so you've, like, seen the views? Usually you see them in motion. You see them in soaring, drone shots. It's not quite the same thing. Bone pile. I need the bones. Well, keys. Up to 52 of those. And Terion, thank you for the 35-month resub. Obsidian coffer. This one I have looted before. It does exist. It's really... Yeah, there we go. Another vault key. Get what they're trying to do with the view thing, but it's kind of ineffective in WoW. I think that I have had moments in WoW that kind of mimic that real life experience of hiking up to something and then seeing, like, the incredible view. But... oh, is this where that bone pile is? That's not so bad. I just didn't know where that cave entrance was before. The memory that comes to mind for me is hiking up the Kunlai summit in Mists of Pandaria, because there's quest lines that kind of emphasize what a trek that is. It's a very kind of Himalayan sort of situation. And then if your view distance works far enough. The other one, I feel like there was a mountain I climbed in BFA just for the heck of it. There's a mountain you can do in BFA as well that's got a similar kind of viewpoint at the top. But yeah, walking up there myself, either without mounts or using the RP walk with like a donkey, definitely helps put you in the right mood for it. Oh, yeah. So, I didn't find any treasures up there. Go do Veltrax. I might have another scroll to actually go loot. No, okay. Well, yeah, I've got a fish, I think, to pick up. I have heroic leaped my butt up some pretty large mountains in zones that had flying restrictions. I feel bad that this wondrous fish, he doesn't even run away. He's just... he's just chilling there. Maybe that's what's wondrous about him. He's a very calm, patient fish, and I'm just going to take complete advantage of that. And bone piles. Having the ability to see the little treasures on your map makes all of this wildly more fun. That was the thing that I was missing from my Forbidden Reach grind, was not being able to track the treasures, and I guess I just never put together that you could do it with a thing. I think I knew, but I like didn't understand. Let me get a bunch of these. I want to summon my own Lovey. Also, at a certain point, I need to go back to the town and buy some more scrying crystals. I have a scrying crystal buff up currently, but it won't. Once that one's consumed, I'm gonna need another one. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. It is a bit of a relief to not be timing them out, though, because that is a possibility. Nothing guarantees that you're going to find a scroll. But it seems like it takes me maybe, I don't know, 10 to 30 minutes to find one when farming like this. Should we do the dragon race? I think I should. I don't know why. Another reason why warriors are the best. Phoenix pet grind yet? Oh no, I haven't touched it in a while. I got kind of, I don't want to say scared off of it, but I got a little scared off of it. I feel like I'm gonna hold on to the things that I got so far, and then I'm just gonna revisit it one day when the time feels right. Sounds true. If I procrastinate for like years, then maybe it'll be easier to do. Okay. I'm doing the quest just to get him off of my map, really. I keep accidentally picking up the quest whenever I go to turn in one of the scroll treasures. So I may as well do them if it's easy. Current favorite mounts? I'm excited about my Vicious Sabertooth because that's the latest one that I got. I'm pretty sure that's my most recent mount, and I was quite excited to get that one done. Yeah, that one's going to be easier with less competition. Sometimes there's still competition for a surprisingly long time, but I think that one in particular, because it's such like a hidden niche, it's not like a super widely publicized thing. There was like articles about it for a couple days, and then a bit of a thing on the Discord, and then it basically washed out. Like, somebody that's getting into WoW now probably won't come across it unless they're really looking for niche pets to grind, so I think it may actually get easier. Okay, I'm gonna buy some more crystals. I feel bad because my kitty cat is so cute. I kind of want to buy these things too, but I'm waiting until I'm done with Scroll Hunter, I think. And then I have 20 minutes left. But I'm gonna grab another perception scroll. Just in case I need it. I think I'm gonna get up and get my coffee and stuff. even though Kitty's being very, very comfy and very cute. This muffin's not gonna finish itself. I want to make a little pile of them. There we go. Oh, and I can turn in... maybe I'll turn on all the artifacts at the end of the day. I went and spent down all of my Dragon Isles supplies. I went to a couple of different vendors and I bought like some different toys that I'd been missing, some transmogs that I'd been missing, some extra Drake customizations I didn't have yet. I don't have everything, but I decided I had, you know, a couple thousand supplies and I was just going to burn through them. Oh, that's very kind, Merciless, but that's okay. I'll find one eventually. I'm sure I'll find it before I'm finished with Scroll Hunter. I am going to get up very briefly. I will be back in hopefully just a minute. BRB. Let's get this sorted out. We'll put the ear in. We make the cozy sweater nest. Coffee. Muffin all gone. Nothing a couple carbs can't help you with. Okay. Alright. I think I'm gonna do some rares. I think I'm gonna do some profession rares. Oh, I got my sparkling spice pouches so I can summon a bunch of lovies. Kira in the chair. She left when I went into the kitchen. She does tend, I've noticed, to follow me around. Not all day, but for big parts of the day. If I switch rooms, she'll just kind of like go, hey, where'd you go? And then she'll like trail after me and then come find a spot to sit. It's very sweet. How was I finding so many scrolls? I use the Scroll Hunter buff. I've been buying the Azure Scrying crystals. And then just doing treasures and rares and rares and treasures and treasures and rares. I may also be getting like really lucky is a possibility. I do feel like I found a lot yesterday. So this morning so far I've found I think 2. I want to say. But we're just getting started. Okay. I want more game sound. I have game music. I want music up a little bit. There we go. Bad luck yesterday. I thought I was doing it wrong. I may have been just like crazy lucky, but no. Just scrying crystal, scroll of perception help find the small treasures, and then just flying around and doing all of it. I'm getting loaded up on the Primalist gear and on... Oh, it's a bone pile. Okay. I'm getting loaded up on Primalist gear and then also keys. I'm up to 53 keys. That is, I think, more than I need to finish my Scroll Hunter. I'll need multiple weeks for enough vault doors to exist, but I won't need to... I don't think I'm going to run out of keys. Especially not when I'm really not very far along towards... I'm really not that close to Scroll Hunter. So, I have a story to tell you. Last year, in my little balcony garden, I had noticed that there was a squirrel who was stashing things in my planters, in my pots on my balcony. And I told my mother about this and she thought it was funny because normally they take things out. But for whatever reason, I'm assuming a squirrel, I've never actually seen them at it, but there are lots of squirrels around here, so it would check out. Something had been stashing these like large kind of bulb / nut things. I didn't know what they were. It looked like a big chestnut or something, but they would be, I was digging around in my planters to plant things and I would find them. And then I found one and I set it out on like my railing and then this girl took it later or something took it later and then it was gone. Anyways, I thought that was cute. And then fast forward to this year, I've had some like mystery plant sprouts coming up in a couple of my planters where I definitely didn't plant them. And it takes a pretty big deal for me to realize that because I've planted all kinds of stuff in all kinds of pots and it is a vague recollection system as to what is supposed to be growing and where, especially when a lot of things are small. I'll see something sprout and I'll be like, well, that could be a weed or maybe I did it. Hard to say. And I've had in a couple of planters these sprouts coming up that are like big, thick tentacle looking things that are pink with white spots and just the beginning of leaves on the end of them. But they get to be about 5 inches long before they put any leaves on, maybe 4 inches long. Like a big sprout. And I was like, well, it kind of looks like a strawberry, but it's not a strawberry. There's one in my strawberry planter. It's definitely not that. Oh, hey, scroll. It kind of looks like a raspberry, but I have those too. It's definitely not that. I don't know what these are. And one of them had grown up in the strawberry planter, and it was a pretty small pot, so there wasn't really room for it. So I decided that that one I was going to pull out, and I pull it out, and it's attached to one of those same big nut-looking things that they had been burying in my garden. So I have a squirrel gardener. The things that they have been planting in my garden have started growing, and I have no idea what they are. Hi, kitty cat. I replanted the one that I pulled out of the strawberry planter in... Oh, honey, I got you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that earbud's never coming back. She whiffed her jump up a little bit. I had to help scoop her butt. Hi, you're okay, bunny bun. You can lay down. I don't need that earbud. We don't need any sound, it's fine. Oak trees? It didn't really look like an acorn. It was bigger than an acorn. The thing is sprouting out of it like a bulb, basically, but it's kind of like a rich dark brown. It's smooth and shiny. They're about the size of... They're big. Like, they're bigger than a walnut. They're about the size of, like... I don't know, like a really scrawny apple? It's apparently the best thing that I can think of to compare it to. And I haven't like taken great lengths to try to ID this thing, but I don't know what it is. I've let at least one of them grow undisturbed, and then I replanted the other one. So I'm hoping that I'll find out like that it'll get big enough to be more identifiable. It has to be something that grows around here, and I'm hoping that it's not like stealing it from a neighbor, like digging up something expensive from like a neighbor's balcony or a neighbor's garden, and then like bringing it to like, if this is some kind of like a Robin Hood gardener squirrel. Crab apple? It doesn't actually look like an apple though. It's like rock hard. It's brown. Sometimes there's like one lump and sometimes there's like two lumps because I've seen a few of them. It's very strange. Yeah, I have pictured this. I didn't know if it would work on the bulb and I replanted it. I'm hoping that my plan is that once it gets bigger and it has like some leaves and it's not just like a stick, I'm going to use the app to see if I can figure out what it is. Horse chestnut? Here, let me Google that. That might be it. So are they planting trees then? Is that what it's going to turn into? The pink color threw me off. What is a horse chestnut? Kinda, yeah, actually. Let me see here. Native to parts of southeastern Europe. Fruits contain seeds, resemble sweet chestnuts, have a bitter taste. I need to learn more about horse chestnuts. Wikipedia. It's a species of flowering chant. That's what it is. They're horse chestnuts. That's what that looks like. Also called a European horse chestnut, buckeye, and a conker tree. Not to be confused with the Spanish chestnut. Okay, so it can be a large tree growing to about 128 feet tall. Sick. Only 1 to 5 fruits develop on each panicle. Green spiky capsule, nut-like seeds. Yeah, that's what that is. So I don't want to grow it then, do I? Hang on, I need to learn about the uses of these things. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger balcony for real. There are horse chestnut trees. They're not, yeah, no, there are horse chestnut trees. Okay, that makes more sense. I couldn't figure out what it looked like. It looked kind of like, the only thing I know chestnuts from are like old paintings of like holiday scenes. You know, roasting them over an open fire. I got you. Oh, honey bear. What if you stayed in the lap where there's more points of contact, huh? Come here. There you go. Okay. You can grow them as mini trees? That squirrel's got big plans for his future. I just figured he would like come back for them. Like I was a bit I was taking them out and setting them out whenever I found them. Because I didn't want him to come back. I guess I didn't know if he would know, but I didn't want him to like dig through my actual plants and rip them all up to try to find this thing that he put there. I have one just in a small pot in my kitchen. You can see if you can buy a house in time for you to plant it. I'm a bit frightened of planting large trees just because of the implications. You know, concrete, gas lines, water mains, septic fields, that kind of thing. already gave me a power word fortitude. I'm basically what I'm gonna do is later, I'm just gonna read everything I can find out about horse chestnuts and horse chestnut trees, and then see if there's anything that I want to do with them, or if I'm just gonna take them out. Because I certainly don't need them in my flower pots. They are going to take over everything very quickly. Traditional bonsai growing usually involves growing the plant in a non-constricted space long enough for it to develop like a wide and mature looking, like, barky kind of trunk. You could stunt it, but oh hey, it's storm elemental time. It's the water one. I need air, I think. I think I need the air one. And it's never the air one whenever I'm out here. One day it will be. Fly to you now. Hello! We would put strings through them, have conquer fights. I mean, they're pretty heavy. I imagine that was not dangerous, but, you know, ingenious childhood weapon making. Holy moly. They had some pretty flowers. I wonder if this is something that happens to a lot of people in this city, or if mostly their squirrels just steal like their daffodil bulbs and stuff. I have tulips. I'm excited for my tulips. They're working on coming into existence. Okay. Got another spirit scroll. And a fish scroll. And then I'm going to use another scrying crystal. So I have a few things to go loot after this. All right. Someone must be living out peanuts because they're always running along our fence with one. Yeah. They've always got something around here, but I feel like the squirrels are self-supplying. People definitely feed the seagulls though. And you can tell because the people will walk by and they'll be followed by a flock of seagulls. I love seagulls, but I've never desired to be more intimately acquainted with them. I like to admire them from a distance. Try and pull apart my graphics card, put new paste on it today. Kind of nervous. I'd be nervous too. That sounds in depth. That's some PC surgery. I've never dismantled a graphics card. I've installed them, but that's kind of like Lego. You just go click, plug it in. Good job. Ultimate childhood warfare was throwing those spiky chestnuts at each other. We used to get banned from throwing snowballs because they would have ice and they would have rocks in them. Like, it's all fun and games when it's an actual snowball, but like the snow would get really wet. People would be taking snow off of like gravel or maybe intentionally packing rocks to them, I don't know. And then all of a sudden your snowball has shrapnel. Alright, 3 more slime. So we would get in trouble at school for that. And by we, I mean the other kids. I was not participating in the throwing of the icy snow because I did not want to get in trouble. I don't know why I tip the scales for max level fire breath so often. Especially in an AoE situation. You want to do it on Eternity Surge, and then... I mean, I guess it's fine. It's fine if they're not going to live for that long. My bags are starting to get gnarly again. I got another scroll to use. I want to, like, loot these ones before I use any more scrolls. It does the same amount of damage. It's just a question of whether that damage is instant or over time. So if the mob's going to die really quickly, then yeah, it's going to hurt a lot more because it wouldn't have time to live through a long dot. But on any fight where the thing's going to live longer than, 15 seconds or so, you generally want to do the rank 1. Especially because it, faster to cast, so you can get back to it faster. Did I ever have to go to the principal's office of your one-room schoolhouse? Did the principal have an office? They must have had an office. I don't think I ever got in trouble to that degree. I was terrified of authority. I don't know what I thought would happen if I got in trouble, but I'm pretty sure I had it equated to like sudden death. Like I didn't think I was gonna make it. I was very, very, very afraid of adults and the law. I don't know why. It would stress me out when other kids would break rules because I didn't want to go down as a witness. It was like that too until I got in trouble, realized it wasn't that bad. I think that when I was a kid, I didn't like, and when I say kid, I mean like younger than 12 here. I'm talking like 5 through 12 basically. In that age range, I didn't really make friends very well. I didn't really relate to other kids, and I didn't really have friendships or relationships with them. So the only thing I had going for me socially was my reputation with adults, which was as a good kid that's not going to cause you any trouble and that's, you know, knows some cute big words. Like, that's all I really had going for me. So I think that the idea of damaging my reputation with the adults and having them see me as a child was like the scariest thing that could happen because I didn't have friends to fall back on. I had books, and that was kind of the end of it. Makes a lot of sense. I'm also speculating. It was a long time ago. I don't remember a lot of intimate details. Good until high school. I definitely was. I would maybe not like all the way through high school, but I had a smart aleck phase where I would correct teachers, and they don't like that. Generally speaking, I would especially because it would usually be something that didn't necessarily change the tone of the lesson or like the takeaway. I was just being pedantic, but I would take opportunities to be a know-it-all because that was kind of my thing, which is a behavior that I am glad that I'm trying to grow out of. Am I? I don't know. This is my shocked face. I know, right? But having a good reputation with the teachers as somebody, oh, a Frozen Heart Karen, I need that one. Nice. That was one of the ones that I was looking for. Also, I must have dropped my buff. I dropped my treasure finding buff. There we go. That's another one. Because I didn't see that one on my map. That was very lucky that we spotted it. But yeah, having the teachers think that you're smart was really handy because sometimes you could get away with doing projects that you would say had a lot of meaning and it was just all trash, but like, you know, they knew you as a good student and they knew you had graded well before, so they would be predisposed to grade you well for doing something that was like thoughtful when it's like it doesn't mean anything at all. Got my haircut, feeling all fresh and accomplished. Congratulations. Work with people who are still like that in their 40. I think that the thing that comes with age, hopefully, is the wisdom to know your moments and to know when everybody's having fun or when people aren't having fun anymore, and to know when you're just kind of doing it casually for fun, when it's like an actually important thing that's going to cause people problems if it's not addressed, and when you just need to let it go and not be that person. And that's something that just comes with time, I think. Spirit of Blessing. Where is the birdie? Oh, it's this one. It is still a birdie? It is still a birdie. Okay. Get that one. We'll go get the fishy, and then I'll pop my other scroll. What is this? We've got avian troves down here, too. Very nice, very nice. Oh, I'm so sorry. I almost popped a fire breath on that player because I thought that they were a mob. I thought that was an enemy that I needed to kill. I had a good reputation with my teachers. Entire friend group made a presentation. That's funny. Alright, vault keys. I'm gonna get my fishy. Okay, I can also summon Lutrock again to see if I'm lucky enough to get a Lovey. Okay, we've got another sealed artifact scroll. I'm gonna save all of the turn-ins for like the end of stream so I can see how many I did. I'm looting them, but I'm not turning them in just yet. I'm at 17 of 50 for Scroll Hunter. Yeah, it's going pretty well. I feel like it picked up pretty good. I wonder if the levy prices have fallen dramatically. Let's take a look at it. Let's check. Now that it's better understood that it can be repeatedly farmed. Plus the spice prices have fallen. Levy is at 65k on this realm. There's 4 of them available. Region value average is still above 100k. So you're doing something with the old Hazel Nutty Life channel now. I gave it a little makeover. It's just kind of the bare bones version of it, but I figure it'll work. Although, something unfortunate happened. Here, let me back up. Let me back up the story. So, every now and then I get asked, and also I want to find out about Joaquin. Yeah, Joaquin's at 55k, which is a pretty good price to never have to go in the War Crush again. Every now and then somebody asks me if I put Twitch stream VODs onto YouTube so people can watch them either just with the better YouTube player or, you know, after they've expired off of Twitch. And I haven't really ever consistently done that, especially not for all of them. Sometimes I would do like once every now and then, but not like all 5 in a week or whatever. And then somebody had asked me in the comments for the news video this week, and I was looking at it and I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I overhauled an old second channel that I used to have, and I changed the branding so it's just like a VOD channel. And then I went to my Twitch and I exported all of the VODs that I had available that were, you know, basically within the current expiry range, and I exported them all. And I figured I'm just going to chuck them up wholesale because it can't be too much overhead work. It can't be too much everyday extra stuff to do, or else I'm just not going to do it. But if I don't edit them at all and I don't really mess with the metadata or anything and I'm just chucking them up there, that's something I can handle. And that way they're at least, you know, they're not going to spam my main channel, but if somebody wants them, they're available. And I did that, and I figured, okay, I'm just going to send them all over, they'll process, and then as soon as they're processed, they can publish, and then that'll be fine. And I had exported them in the order that they had been recorded, so I figured they would be in order. But what I forgot is that I set them to go live on that channel basically whenever they finish processing, and they're processing at variable times. So basically the upload order is, there's like 80-something VODs on there currently. They're in almost a random order, and there's really no fixing it unless I decide I really want a pick up sticks kind of project. It would take so long, and I'm kind of supposed to be starting raid guides. So new VODs from like today's and going forward, those will be at the top of the list because those will be, you know, ready in chronological order. But for the first 80, it's a little bit of a grab bag, but they're there. Oops, a daisy do. This could have been prevented if I had kept them unlisted and then published them one at a time, but I didn't think it through. Channel is there. Nice little stream link for it. There's also I slapped a shelf to the bottom of my regular YouTube channel that's got that playlist, so they should pop up down there. It will not have chat replay, it will not be edited, you'll have to skip past the intro, etc., but the stream basically, as it happened, will be there, as long as I don't forget. I do have to manually do it. I'm not smart enough to set up like an automatic thing yet. The Saberclaw, thank you for the 32-month resub. Hi Hazel and chat, congrats on your 1800 solo shuffle climb. Best of luck to you in season 2. Why, thank you. I had a lot of fun. I started dreaming about solo shuffle. I started having shuffle dreams. That's how you know you've really gone and done it, is it starts seeping into your subconscious again. Baby Kira snuggling with a giant plush dog. Yeah, that's the last video that I left on my old, because that channel used to be like my personal channel. I was going to put up lifestyle stuff before I realized I didn't want to tell anybody about my life. And that it didn't really make sense to split it out from my normal channel. But that one survived, so I decided to leave that one up. That is Kira, that old video is Kira as a teeny tiny little baby, snuggling with a plush Joker. Well, no, the dog wasn't a plush Joker. That was just it wasn't supposed to be a Joker. It was just a dog. But, yeah, it was cute. An elite PvP player. Mm-hmm. Where can I see you on the TikToks? Oh, man. Yeah, no, I got rid of the other, there used to be 3 videos. There was 2 cat videos and then a makeup review that I trashed. I might sneeze, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Oh, gosh. Okay. Alright, what are we saying? How are we doing? We've got Vrak and the Hunters available. Ooh, tag him! I only need to find one more Forbidden Spoils, and then I'll have the Forbidden Spoils achievement done. That'll be something. Should I go do Gizraxes? I haven't done him in forever. Ever since I did him the first time, I was like, well, he's kind of underwater, and that's just kind of unfortunate for him. Thirsty. 3 cheers for a VOD channel. Yeah, it'll be fine. we can do it. Okay, so if I use my random favorite mount button, it's gonna put me on a sea turtle, and then I'm gonna be a winged lizard on a sea turtle. I feel like this isn't very fast. Orca whales. I mean, I guess it's faster than a dragon. Oh yeah, I'll make it in time. Alright, I got... Oh, I was gonna say only 13 minutes left on my scrying crystal buff, but that's not true. We got 44 minutes. I'm pretty pleased with the scroll hunting pace. I wonder if they buffed it. I wonder if my procrastination paid off and they've made this easier. Or if I'm just getting lucky, or if maybe there's less competition for looting the treasures now that it's been a little bit, and that I'm able to find more up because they're less hotly competed for. Is the mount that the run speed is slower than the running? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's one of them that you can also fish up from the Draenor garrison as well. I'm excited for new things. There's a lot of new stuff in 10.9. Farming scrolls, killing mobs inside the war crush. Select dance. I want my season 2 vicious war snail. I don't know where I'm gonna ride it. I'm not really wildly excited about the new dragon riding mount. Maybe I will be when I get it. Wow, players know how vicious snails can be. I didn't even raid Throne of Thunder when it was current, and I still have a mortal fear of those snails. They'll get you when you're just farming it for G-Coon. Okay. Trade late lockouts over multiple tunes. There is an add-on called Saved Instances that does a good job of that. I imagine their other add-ons will also do it. Altaholic comes to mind, but saved instances was my go-to for tracking raid lockouts across different characters. It had a really nice interface for it. Okay. Where am I going? Let's go do another lap around the islands. Another look-see for the Irontide stash, because that will get me an achievement. We're very close to 2 of the achievements off this list. I need 1 Irontide stash and then 1 more just forbidden spoils in general. This island I don't think is pirates. I think it's the Uktide. Over here. Sea turtle's fabulous. Farmed for that sucker for so long. Zareth Mortis had really lovely aquatic mounts also. There's a boat. Is it just me or does that boat look too clean? That boat doesn't look like it's been on the high seas. I think they just made that one. Irontide stash! Irontide stash! Incoming achievement! Do-do-do-do-do! Ta-da! We found one of each of them. I did not think that would take that long, but I will take it. We finished that before we finished Scroll Hunter. Alright, so now I'm not too fussed about which treasures are which. I'd love to find 1 more Forbidden Spoils, which should be up soon. I looted one right at the top of the stream. I must have missed another one. Although I have decided if they're inside of the War Crush, then we don't bother. Reload UI for the thing to get unfunny. Is that a world quest? It is a world quest. Maybe I'll go do the world quest. Maybe I do need to find the bigger end for this earbud. I have them somewhere. I'm in a drawer somewhere. I'm glad my cat laid back down. I'm glad she's getting some nice sleep. I actually finished the news video before super late at night last night, although I messed up. I did something that I hadn't done in a long time. I had to re-record the whole thing. Not that it was very long. I didn't have like a ton of news or anything, but I had remembered to press record, but my memory card had filled. I'd never had that happen to me before. Usually I'm pretty good about clearing old files off of it once I don't need them anymore, and I had just kind of forgotten, I guess. I just hadn't really been staying on top of it. And it filled mid-recording, and I didn't find out until I went to go stop the recording, and it was like, there's nothing to stop here. We stopped that a while ago, and I like pulled the file off the card, and I only had the first 2 minutes of it. So I had to do the whole thing from scratch, which I think it's been... That used to happen to me frequently, because I used to have a much jankier recording setup, and things would just go wrong, and you wouldn't end up with a usable file, and then you had to start from scratch. But I think it's been years since I had to do one completely from the top. If I'm talking kind of fast, it's why I had a full dress rehearsal practice run. But I got the whole thing finished and edited before crazy late, but then I realized I hadn't had dinner. So then I ended up eating late, and then I ended up staying up late so that I didn't go to bed right after dinner, and then it was too late anyways. Sleepy, tired. Going back to bed. Alright, Dragon Hunt supplies. Is there a good list anywhere of like just all of the dragon customizations and where they come from? Like I know that all the things tracks them, but I want to see... The thing with all the things is it's always broken out into zones. I want just a list of the dragon customizations that I don't have, and then to see from that list where they're from. I'll reload. Not really? Yeah. Manuscripts journey add-on. Journal add-on. Is that a real thing? Let me see. I'm gonna poke around at this. Because yeah, the achievements are not what I'm looking for. I want something that will give me more information about where it is, like where it's from, without me having to like take a name and then write it into Wowhead. Curse Forge. I've never managed to get dynamic categories to work for me. I'm not saying they don't work, I'm saying that I'm not smart enough to work them. I wanted something basically kind of like Protoform Synthesis Field Journal. Manuscript Journal. It's only got 632 downloads. Came out April 19th. It came out 3 days ago. Did you make this? I'll try it. Hang on a second, my game crashed. No, it didn't. Never mind. Let's reload again. No, I found it on Twitter. Oh, okay. It is like brand new. It shows in your collections area as a new tab. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted. I think. Yeah, source inscription, source obsidian grand cache, source. Bunch of rares. That's what I'm talking about. Let's compare this interface to the All the Things one. I just want to see how it differs. All the Things. Expansion features. Dragonflight. Drakewatcher manuscripts. And then specific drakes. Yeah, I think I like the journal. This is better, but I think I like the journal. Manuscripts journal. Wanted this too for a while. Yeah. Yeah, I just grabbed that off Curse. I just looked for manuscripts journal and I found it. It's pretty new, but seems good. It'll show you the source. And then also, because it loads the tooltip, all the things will have the source for it as well. So yeah, I guess some of them I can just kind of buy. Neat. Sources. Vendor. Quests. Do I have the antler customization from the hidden place in the vault? I want to say no. That doesn't sound like something I got. Antlers for what? Renewed Protodrake antlers? No, that's Rathian and Civilian. Thanks for the info about the journal. Thank chat. I just learned this 10 minutes. That was spooky. Sometimes you feel like you just speak a request into the universe and then it just like exists. What else can I do this for? I'd like a little house on a medium big piece of land with some fruit trees and a nice fence. Might have to work for that one. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to add that to the add-on spreadsheet. I bet you that's going to garner a couple of requests. Wanted something just like that. I still don't know if that's going to make me go all in on collecting them. It feels to me a little bit like collecting the soul shapes in that it felt like something that I was going to use kind of within one expansion, but then probably not over a long period of time. I have 34 minutes left in this Scroll Hunter buff. Go see if we can get to Gurgoth. Ask for my scheduling models assignment, please. Please supply your scheduling models assignment. Have we talked about the delay to season 2? This is news to me. What do you mean? Part of an achievement to those afflicted with chasing them, it helps tons. That's true. You mean the week of the patch? Patch hits and the season starts the following week? Yeah, there's look, there's no delay. It's normal for the season to start. It's normal for it to not all launch at the same time. Yeah, it's always like that. I, if anything, kind of prefer it because it gives me a little bit of time to actually like poke around the new zone and come to grips with what's the new systems and what's going on before you're immediately doing dungeons. You take the toolkit to a cave in the Waking Shores. Oh, I should do that because I have the toolkit and I've been carrying the darn thing around. I've been dragging this around. Yeah, I don't have that, but I have the item for it. Ay. Second, third is in North America versus EU. It'll be launching with weekly reset for each region. You might have seen like a post for the other region, maybe? Ah, you're good, you're good. There's something wrong with me. When I first heard that it might be delayed, which it's not, but when I first had the idea that it might be, my first thought was, wow, that's more time for me to do Scroll Hunter. Not that it would be more time for to do like Zeralite Cavern stuff, but I guess I wouldn't be mad if they did push it back a week. I don't think they will, but I'm the big boss. Oh, I have 11k of the, I might be able to afford a few of these manuscripts that are just on the vendor. I don't think it's going to totally make me so broke that I can't afford any more, that I can't afford to buy any more of the scrying crystals. I think it'll be fine. Especially if I don't find another scroll. Oh, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, no, I don't think they would push it back. Not when people are like planning. Well, people plan things all the time, but no, it would be very surprising. I'm gonna go buy some drink customizations. So does it say then here? Yeah, it shows me my progress too. I can see a bar that says I have 160 of 220. I don't know if that number is any good or not. I don't know how many other people have. I don't know if in the grand scheme of things I'm doing fine. Here, we can make it 2 more. And I'm sure there's like some fairly easy ones that I'm missing. We can get these ones. Because, I mean, I'd kind of fallen out of... Wait, I lost it. I thought I bought 2. I'd kind of fallen out of picking up the manuscripts because I was like, well, I'm not really recustomizing my drakes anyways. But, you know, bar go up is a very powerful motivator in this game. I guess I didn't. Tapered nose. Because it disappears from the vendor once you have it. Manuscript Journal is the name of the add-on. Manuscript Journal. Carry another one of those around. TFA scores the ultimate bar. Arachnus and Warden Entrix are not for me. We can go take a pass through the middle of the zone, see if we can find any treasures in there. We are up to 18 of 50 for Scroll Hunter. Bone pile, bone pile. And I have, how many keys am I at? 69. 69 keys. Next week is well taken care of. And the following week, actually. Oh man, those really go fast once you start farming for this. I can't believe I was ever lacking in keys before. It's like a hard thing to conceive of. That one, maybe right inside? I bought the pet that drops off of Warden so that I can never go back there again. They were like 60k on my server, and I thought that was a fine price to be able to quit the War Crush. Do you get so many? We have been treasure farming, treasure and rare farming, looking for forbidden, or pardon me, for scrolls, for the Scroll Hunter achievement as part of the meta achievement. Also just working at this Hoard of the Forbidden Reach achievement. We're up to 63 of 100 now, so we've made it past the halfway point. And then I'm also killing rares whenever I can. So my bags are just overflowing with the Primalist gear, and then we're getting stocked up on keys. That is the stew. I could do Lutrock again. I don't see any reason why not. 467 keys in your characters. You've been at it. It is nice that you can send them to alts. I don't know if I will, but I like having the option, I suppose. Yeah, I guess I could get it faster if I sent keys to alts, but I would maybe do that if I had gotten to a point in my life where I had every other part of the achievement. Like I had finished Scroll Hunter, I had finished, you know, I'd found, well, the last spoils shouldn't be very hard. 2 of the achievements I need here. The Forbidden Spoils and Under the Weather really shouldn't be very hard. I just never find an air storm. The thing is, the last book, I think, could really be a problem because that achievement, as far as I'm aware, is not account-wide. You must find all the books on one character. I could try sending enough keys to other characters to, like, hope that they just get all 3 in one vault, and then if that was the case, then they could, like, fly around and get all the other ones. That might work, but I'm just gonna wait until it shows up in my mains vault at this point. Killed a few rares. Just a few. Just a little bit. Yeah, Scroll Hunter also character bound. This is a scary dragon. I'm gonna use some defenses. So my interrupts are not up when I want them to be. Maybe I should be running around with a food buff on, just in case. I just wanted to loot the avian trove. That's all. Ooh, and the obsidian coffer, and then there's a rare underneath me. There's always things to do. That's what I think is so fun about this grind, is that there's always something that you can get. You know, it's like you're never super far from your next chance. You've got lots of pennies for the slot machine. Good thing you're a scarier dragon. Barely. I don't think my dragon looks very intimidating. I don't think, not that anybody asked me to, I was considering this. I don't think I would ever change the color of my drag. I think I would recustomize other things, but like the color of my dragon, I feel like is so key to my character. Oh, hey, knowledge scroll. Wait, so then we pop another one and then we loot the chest. That I don't see myself changing it. I think that if I was flying around and I was like a blue dragon or a green dragon, it wouldn't be the same. It just wouldn't feel right. That's not how you swerve into a cave. How does it compare to the other meta achievement grinds? So far it seems it seems on par. Definitely not as gnarly as the Nazjatar meta achievement. Holy smokes. I mean, that one had a mount, so that was, you know, more highly rewarding, but Nazjatar and Mechagon were both way worse from what I can tell for now. I'm not even halfway done Scroll Hunter, so maybe by the time I am done Scroll Hunter, I will feel differently about it. Maybe I'm just having like my optimistic chirpy phase, and then later on you guys will be like, "Hey Hazel, how's it going?" And I'll be like, but for now we're good. Yeah, the meta seems on the easier side, but I would also say that makes sense because it's not a major patch. It's a 0.07. It's a minor. It's weird having content for a minor with a zone for a minor patch to begin with. So I think it makes sense that the meta achievement would be less involved. It's basically just something to do while we wait for 10.1, which it's doing quite well at. I'm trying to imagine a world in which we were basically in 10.0 for all of this time, and I think I would have played more other games. Worse because there are more things to do for it. I think worse just in terms of the frustration levels, maybe, because both of them involve some amount of RNG, but Mechagon involved a lot of RNG. That one was a lot. I think I'm just going to spend all my gold on spice packs so I can just keep killing Lutrock until I make it give me the pet. Marmax back up.
No, 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 take it, take it, take it.
Oh, I think I just, yeah. I got it with my pinky nail. I didn't get the pet, but that's the easiest 500 elemental overflow I've ever earned in my life. Oh, I'm gonna eat some fish cake. I'm gonna eat a salt-based fish cake. Ring from Vault's gonna be useful in 10.1. Yeah, I think it should be valuable for 10.1. Maybe not through the entire patch, but it should last you through the earlier gearing stages. It may vary, when you replace it may vary from class to class. Hello. Hello, Crithius. How are you doing today? I fly north all the time, and there really aren't that many treasures up here. Maybe like if we circle around this pawn thing. Healers and tanks get a lot out of it. Yeah, that's what I was hearing, at least post hotfix. There was a hot minute when they first put it out where Questionably Epic was like, yeah, you're not gonna wear this. It's just not very good. They've changed it since then, but I wouldn't trust them not to change it again if it ends up being too unreplaceable. Is that Vraken? Yeah, that's Vraken the Hunter. I'm getting so much better at finding all the caves because just because we've been around here for a couple days now. I'm catching up. I'm learning. I'll be a Forbidden Reach veteran yet. I've failed twice to land on that on that hill. I've talked a big game and now I'm just stuck fighting beetles. I don't think I'm gonna make it to Vraken. We have... Did I not get... Oh no, I got my food buff. Okay. Cape Hunt's the worst part of the reach. It is one thing, though, that you can kind of learn. Alright, Vraken's down. Veltrax is up. There was another treasure, yeah. Oh, don't I have a scroll to do, too? Yeah, I do. I do. I can go get a knowledge scroll. All the way up there, okay. Yeah, we can go back and do Risa again. It's nice that you can do them repeatedly within one day. I never thought I would say that, but like if you're going to be out here grinding treasures anyways, I appreciate that it is still worth for me to come back and do rares a second time. Because, if I'm going to be out here anyways, it's nice to have extra chances at treasures and scrolls. And it's not like you have to. Like if I wasn't doing the meta, I wouldn't care. That's why it didn't come out here for so long anyways, is before I was really looking at the meta, it didn't really matter. But now, chances. Profession rares? Yeah, yeah. My friend Flabby has just a stockpile of all the things that you use to summon them. He just buys them. And so whenever I can, I get him to take me along with him on his route of doing them. And then I've bought an extra supply of spice packs so that I can keep summoning Lutrock because I want the pet that drops off of it. So I'm doing that like multiple times a day. 2 band cults full of Primalist gear. It's a good way to clean up your character's bags. I still haven't overwhelmed my first band cult, but yeah, I need to send another batch of it. They've overwhelmed the first bag where they live and they've started spilling into the second one. Ooh, a bubble poppy. I need it. We can hit up the Morquid Isle mailbox. I want to go get that scroll. Yeah, you get bonus loot if you summon it yourself, which is just more stuff in your bags. But I'm making some amount of gold from all of it. Every now and then I'll open up my auction house and I'll just pick out a piece of transmog or a pet or something, just so I feel like I've spent some of it. Plus declaring war in bag space. I like that there are interesting items that do cool things. I just get a bit overwhelmed. Oh, nice. Okay, there's another scroll. Use that. Pop another scrying crystal, and now I need to restock on scrying crystals as well. So this one I think I'm going to have to visit my friend the frog. Oh, is it in a cave, actually? I think it's in a cave. It's always in a cave. This one is not my friend the frog. This is a big cave. Actual trash grays. Those don't bother me so much because auto-vendoring takes care of them quite easily. It's all of the stuff, like this stuffed bear. I know I could vendor it for 10 gold. But, like, it's a little bit fun to just put out the stuffed bear. But it, like, I feel like it could be a toy. But then if it was a toy, I would probably never use it because I would forget that I had it. But then at least it wouldn't be in my bags. And now I'm keeping it because I'm like, well, what if one day they come to their senses and they just make it a toy? Yeah. I don't mind the extra quality ranks for crafting mats because I think that the reagent bag does a decent job of managing that. Like, we did get an entire extra bag slot that we're putting like 32 slot bags into that is just to help cope with that. I think that I was a bit worried initially that the elemental things would have 3 types each, and I'm relieved that they don't. I'm really taking my sweet time. I don't think I've ever actually looted this particular mysterious writing. I don't know if you can tell that I've never been in this cave. I don't know if that's obvious. There it is. Let's just get all the way up here and pop a cooldown or two. Yeah, you. Come join the party. Why not? Frigid sacks of fresh. No, we don't need that. We can go back for that. For a second I thought that was another scroll, but now I'm caught up on scrolls. I have used all of the ones that I have. I have another scroll hunting buff. I've got 20 minutes left of my regular treasure hunting buff. We made it to 19 to 50 for scroll hunter. I must be missing forbidden spoils. I must be not catching the hordes, like not noticing them. I must be doing something else while they're up because I haven't seen one in a while. Oh, there's a rainstorm over there. I'm not quite up to date. I'm gonna get 20 here. Avian Trove? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Frog. I feel extra bad about the golden hornswogs. I don't know why. They're just a little bit extra cute. That rare's the worst. The Cave of the Gas. Yeah. At least he doesn't drop a pet. I've done him once today. There it is. But yeah, my bags will look better once I get rid of all the primalist gear. Then maybe the meat. I used to, with auto vendor, you used to be able to set up a junk command where you could designate an item as junk, even if it wasn't a gray. And then it would sell along with the grays whenever you auto vendored stuff. So anytime you had like a really worthless meat that you just never used, you could set that up as, oh no, not you again. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna root him. I'm gonna align him. Oh, you can't loot it in combat. All right. We gotta do it. That's so weird. I think I didn't have cooldowns last time, so this does help a tiny bit. There we go. At least the treasure is still here. I was worried for a moment that it wouldn't be. Yeah, you can do it. It's just you can do it without a vendor. I just I liked being simplified in the amount of add-ons I was using, so I've just kind of made my peace with getting rid of my own garbage. Forbidden Reach meta? Yeah, it's an achievement. The zone-wide meta achievement. So it's called You Know How to Reach Me. If you do all the achievements in here, you'll get the Forbidden title. And then there is speculation, unconfirmed, but speculation that it may be a requirement for another meta achievement later on at the end of the expansion that may or may not happen. But I think it's worth doing just for the title, or just for something to do. A lot of working on this achievement comes down to getting 2 buffs active that you buy off of the renown vendors over here, and then just looting as many treasures and rares as you can, trying to get scrolls and just kind of looting them for their own sake. One of the achievements needs you to open 100 small treasures, an achievement for like killing every rare, achievements for finding sealed scrolls are generally accepted to be the toughest part of this. Pay for the incarnates to make a hole right on the top of that dragon cave. Can we hire them? What if there was like a task rabbit for dragon incarnates? Or not dragon incarnates, primal incarnates. Where we could make them feel like they have a place in the Dragon Isles with us, and we appreciate and respect them because we are engaging them to perform services. You know, well, tip well. That'll make up for it, right? Ride the park, okay. Right over here, sir. Okay. Am I out of scrying crystals? Do I need to buy more? I am out of scrying crystals, okay. We'll go loot this and then we'll go clear out the bags and top up a little bit. Oh, it's nice when they're just outside. The fish are good for that. I appreciate it in BFA letting me to choose to keep Nizot's gift or join Sylvanas. Well, because speaking of Gazraxis, he's up. He is up. Should I go do him? Yeah, he's right over here. So, you want to go a little ways in front of him, drop into the sea, pop onto a underwater mount, and then find your cave entrance. It's a good opportunity to rebond with all of these swimming mounts. I like the Darkwater Skate a lot. This thing's sick, you just never see it. Hi, kitty cat. You flipping over? You gonna tan your other side? Oh, there's an herb down here. How does it grow down here? It doesn't have any sunshine at all. It would be a mushroom, if anything. Vault key. How many of those do we got? 72. 72 vault keys. In like just a couple of days too. It's funny. Wonder how grumpy Mushroom Grandpa is in Ardent Wield. I'm starting to miss some of our BFA characters. They're, you know, the zone had, or the expansion had some really cool character design and like race design. I liked all the different people that you met in the different parts of the afterlife. You know, what about Crazy Plague Guy? I guess calling crazy is not very fair. He's, oh, kitty, watch out. There you go. What was I going to do? I was going to restock on crystals. I was going to clear out some Primalist gear from my bags because it's getting out of control. Vendor some meat maybe and sort things out a little bit. Okay. First things first. Get the grays out of here. Grays and then also these untapped forbidden knowledges. I definitely do not need those. That's a book. Definitely don't need any of that. Don't need that. Those aren't worth very much. Let's do the meat and the fish as well, actually. Those are kind of not worth. So meat, fish, meat, beetles. Anything that's kind of vendoring under a gold here is sort of not worth the time it takes to post it. That's pretty useless. We got gray gloves. Primal wool is worth more. Hornswog hunks are like the one piece of meat that's actually valuable still. And then we can... I don't want to carry around this bubble key, but I think I'm going to continue doing it just in case. I guess it doesn't make a huge amount of sense to clear my bags out of all of this profession stuff because I am going to continue killing some of these mobs. Let's go send all of the Primalist gear. I need to get like a banking guild for my bank alt so that I have a guild bank as well. Although I guess I can't stuff account bound stuff in a guild bank, can I? It wouldn't help me with this. Never mind. Bunch more Primalist stuff. 1, 2, 3. One thing I want to check out that I never looked into. No Storm's Fury. Let me check Wowhead. What's the Storm's Fury timer looking like? Oh, it comes up in 2 minutes. I guess I will fly out there. We can do a Storm's Fury real quick. I say fly. I take flight path. I was working on the Forbidden... Actually, no, we'll use a Hearthstone. That'll save me some time. Forbidden Reach meta achievement. You know how to reach me. We're making some great progress on it. I'm quite pleased. I miss my steward. Do you miss the party planning? They had to drag me kicking and screaming through every part of the Ember Core. I had no interest in partying. I related to nothing more than the guests that you would invite to your party that didn't like parties. And wanted it to be quiet and over with. We are going to Temporal Conflux. And I am going to flight path it. I guess this is a good opportunity to get up real quick. One sec. We lose the cat. She's on my carpet, looking like she's stalking something, which is very weird because... Kitty, you can't... Did something fall over? Are you spooked? What is it? I'm back. I'll let you investigate. She's behaving very strangely. Honey, you good? What is it? Well, she knows I'm here. Suit yourself. Alright, let's do Storm's Fury. I've come this far. We've tried this hard. We may as well get another 9 or so. These little essences of the storm things. They're gonna get that toy and it's gonna be super worth it. It's gonna be the best toy that we've ever played with. Let's see. Group, pre-made, custom, find. Storm's Fury. Alright. Storm's Fury, war mode off. List up. Be the group that I want to see in the world. Oh, I have profession knowledge. What am I doing with my herb again? I guess I'm just putting points in here for the extra perception. May as well. A little extra deftness. Pick the herbs a little faster. I'm gonna go find myself a nice spot to start working on a portal and then hope that other people come along. Apparently one of 12 people who really liked the Ember Court. I think I would have enjoyed the Ember Court more if I was there for like the atmosphere and I wasn't doing it, I don't want to say for the wrong reasons, but I basically wanted to be there for the minimum possible amount of time. I was trying to rush it and like kind of metagame it to do as little of it as possible, so I wasn't really in a stopping to smell the flowers mindset. And yeah, I think by the RSVP quest was also a very good point, in that I finally was like, okay, fine, I need Ember Court for this achievement, I need it for a mount, I'll do it. What do you mean I can't just go start it? Like, I was expecting to go do the minigame, which I had found to be mildly fun, and then I was like, you're gonna make me go do this whole extra quest every week? I couldn't believe how many times I had to steal the horse. I thought that should have been like a one-time unlock. I was not a big fan of just running around endlessly. And I was an engineer, so I could at least port between the different zones. I don't know how the people that had to like flight path or whatever in between, you know, Revendreth and Ardenweald and everything had to deal with it. Have you killed Loot Specialist? A number of times, yeah. I usually just trip on him though. I am flying around doing treasures, doing rares, and I will often find him up like near another rare, or once I just found him kind of on his own. You just keep your eyes open, you'll find him eventually. He had a little star marker on the map, little treasure goblin looking dude. It's one of those things that you kind of got to be in the right place at the right time, because they don't have a ton of health, and it is soloable, so if one person finds it, they can just kill it on their own, and you'll never know. But I'd say I've had 3 or 4 kills on him. Would it be insane to try to go from 0 to 1800 in any PvP from now to 10-1? It depends on whether or not you have any experience. I would say if you're brand new and you've never set foot, it's not impossible, but it's a bit more of a long shot than it would be like if you're like a 2k XP player, a 2.2 XP player, even just an 1800 XP player. It's doable, but you only have 2 weeks, so you'd really want to... It's also like, how much time do you have? Are you working? Are you on vacation? Are you going to school? Do you have family? Do they expect to ever hear from you again? You know, somebody that can play WoW all day is going to have a different time of that than somebody that actually has like a life. How important is sleep to you? Or sleep, weather. If it's snowing outside, do you feel like you need to go? Oh, I need to invite people. Yeah, it's basically exactly a Diablo treasure goblin. That's precisely what it is. I think I have Forbidden Reach withdrawal. I know I'm out here to get my my Storm's Fury done. But I'm antsy for treasures. I'm wondering which rares are up. I'm wondering if I'm missing the spoils or whatnot, you know? What's going on in the Forbidden Reach without me? I'm not there. Wait for me. I got the shakes. Ugh. It's so funny that the zone got me that much. And how I felt about it changed like overnight. I should remember this lesson about myself and maybe take it to heart going into 10.1 and maybe just take a day, probably off stream, and just do like a nice little research day so that I can kind of understand what I want to know about the zone and how to go about doing it so that I am more invested in the whole process. Yeah, you can loot the rares multiple times per day. You will get more elemental overflow for your first kill of the day, but you can get you can continue to get still some overflow plus like keys, scrolls, primalist gear, all that good stuff. Pets even have a chance to drop on subsequent kills of a day. It's pretty cool. Friends told me to go to Gold Shard or RP server. I feel like it's almost a rite of passage. It's also I feel like in some places on a smaller RP server, it seems almost a bit, I don't want to say like rude, but I feel bad for like, or I would feel bad for like crashing an RP server, RP hotspot on like a smaller one where they're seriously role-playing if I wasn't, you know, prepared to do it properly. But Moonguard Goldshire, I feel like, is the Disneyland of RPs. It's like a tourist destination. Like, it's understood that lots of people are going to swing through there that aren't locals, you know? But yeah, there is sometimes some adult RP that goes on there. What did we do one time? I don't remember why, but a few friends and I once started a party in the not in the Dollar Run sewers. We started a party in the Brawlers Guild like tram area, and we were like role playing around Elwyn Forest and recruiting people to come. We were inviting people to come to our party. We were being club recruiters, and we would go, you know, strike up conversations with different people that were role playing, and we would tell them about this thing, and we like convinced a bunch of people to come out and party, and we like bought drinks. It was more partying than I've ever done in my actual life. Whatever happened to the Brawlers Guild? It's still there, I think. I guess I don't know if you can currently engage with it. Love your shirt. Why, thank you. It's a little bit wrinkly because I didn't take it out of the dryer in time, but I felt like people would understand. I felt like somebody would relate. You can't use it anymore? Bummer. I think it was Shadowlands that it was like supposed to be turned off, but then they just kind of never did. So it was scaled off funny and it was really easy. You can go in, but you can't fight. So you could still host a party there. Alright. Primalist monster. Let's go get him. I'm gonna try and keep that window up so I notice if anybody's like joining. I don't want aggro. No, thank you. Hi. There we go. You know what's kind of funny? I miss solo shuffle. I had so much fun. I did not, I mean, don't get me wrong, parts of it were horrific, but I didn't expect to have that much fun, and I kind of miss it a little bit. I miss zoning in and seeing who's in your lobby and what their names and guild names and transmogs are, and, you know, finding out which, who we're gonna bully in that lobby in terms of going on them every round and, like, you know, sitting up real straight and trying real hard and then squeaking out that one extra win that you needed to climb rating. Why not do more? I think I'm trying to save my energies, my PvP energies for next season when there's like a new batch of rewards and I can work on like another vicious set and another vicious mount. Or pardon me, another elite set and a vicious mount. And starting earlier in the season will make it more realistic if I feel like I want to try and push rating further. Or if I wanted to try to do some 3s or 2s outside of solo shuffle. It won't feel like I'm starting super, super late. I hear that Flabby has an alt on the ground. I hear there's there's a shaman running around called Rainbow Trout. I feel like I could get away with queuing with it. Item level 415, is that right? Am I wearing all my gear? Yeah, 415. Keep on doing shuffle, you won't have to de-rest for next season? Yeah. Exactly. What Taylor song is my favorite? I can tell you my favorite Spice Girls song. It's too much. My favorite Taylor song. I like a lot of them. I like, I'm singing in my head trying to get to the point where she says the title so that I can remember what it's called. Oh, it's just called Willow. I like Willow. I don't know if that's like my favorite song ever, but it's definitely up there. That one comes to mind. All right. Thanks. Anybody? How we doing? We made it to 58. 58 of these things. All right, I'm going back to my home. We've got forbidden reaching to do. Casey, you feel me? Katy Perry, a regular in my workout playlist. If I ever get into weightlifting, I'm gonna put together a Taylor weightlifting playlist. Maybe Taylor plus the Spice Girls. I need a girl power pump and iron playlist. That's what my life is missing at this particular moment. Is some cute little like 5-pound dumbbells, maybe 10 if we're feeling brave, and then reputation. Oh, don't say life's not worth living. Okay, I'm flying back to the Forbidden Reach. Am I gonna be clever and actually take a teleport this time? Let's actually take the fast travel. Know what I'm doing for my session tomorrow? Are the events gonna end when Fearx events start? I doubt it. I don't know for sure, but I would be surprised if that was the case. Disturb dirt. Expedition pack. Oh, hang on. I gotta loot that. They have a chance to give me a mount. It has a mount chance. I don't know where it is, though. It's farther down than this. Is there a cave? Oh, it is a cave. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Bear. This isn't your fault. Okay. No mount. Doing some quest mog farming and an alt. Hellfire Peninsula, where you have to go back to Netherguard Keep to give a drink to a dwarf. I feel like I remember that one a little bit. Okay. So we're going for the fast travel. That's right. I'm going up here. Take me. Take me. You can tell I've never used this tower. There we go. Take me to the Forbidden Reach, please. Boop, boop. I never use these. I always just take a flight path because I'm always just in the mood to not, you know. Hi, honey. Welcome back. I'm ready. Up. Good girl. Hi, sweetie. Alright, she's back. Now, I have 30 minutes left on my Azure Scrying Crystal. Oh, thank you. Hi. But I need to pop another treasure map, so let's go buy one. Yeah, if only there was a waypoint in Veldraken, right? I think that's the #1 reason why I tend to not use it, is because there is no waypoint in Veldraken. You're so cute. Okay, perception. Pop one of those. I think I've got 86 minutes left of my food buff. Very good. How are we doing on scrying crystals? I am out. I need more. Let's go buy 4 of those. I have 30 minutes left in the current one, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 100% honest, forgot waypoints existed. The treasure finding thing lets you see the small treasures on your minimap as you go by them, which is really helpful when you're scroll hunting, or just when you're trying to work on them for Hoarder of the Forbidden Reach. But the thing that you like to do, yeah, because you can just see them marked here. The thing you like to do is have both the scroll hunting buff, the Azure Scrying Crystal active, and the Scroll of Perception, so you can find the treasures, and they have a heightened chance to drop the big treasure scrolls that you need for Scroll Hunter. It's not a crazy high chance, but it's higher anyways. That's how I've been working on that so far. I thought I had another one. Bracken the Hunter. I'm gonna make it this time. I'm not gonna make it. Also, I should buy another like 10 spice packs. That's something worth spending my gold on. Oh, there's so many things. There's so many things. All right, one thing at a time. First things first. Keep getting only 1 snail goo at a time. Oh no. I'm at 26, but if I wasn't streaming, I would be at like 1. I only ever know that they're spawning when chat tells me about them. I understand that it's probably on the Today in WoW thing. I just never really go look. You need the scroll. So the Reliquary Scroll of Perception and the Azure Scrying Crystal. One of them you buy from the Dragon Scale vendor in the Forbidden Reach, and the other one that you buy from the Valdraken vendor in the Forbidden Reach. The Scrying Crystal is going to be consumed whenever you loot a scroll, so then you'll need another one. So I stock up and I get a couple of those at a time, these blue things. But the Reliquary Scroll is just an hour-long buff that is not consumed, and that's what's marking these on my map. Every even number hour, so another one in 40 minutes. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can hang on that long. I think we can do it. Yeah, Weakor would help with that too. I'm up to 26, so I am halfway. I'm halfway towards... Ooh, a knowledge scroll. So there we go. We looted a knowledge scroll. I'm going to use it to mark the treasure on my map, and then I'm going to pop another scrying crystal so that I can... Oh, handy. It's right here. So that I keep my increased chance to find them, because we want a whole bunch of them. Swooping into the boss rooms, and there's only like 3% health left. It frightens me because I don't think I'm going to make it in time whenever that happens. I don't think I'm going to get there. Achievements and stuff, but I get sucked into the gear score grind. I feel you. I tend to do things in phases. Like, I'll be working on my gear for a while, then I'll work on my Mythic Plus score for a while. You know, raid progress happens during raid nights, and then once I kind of finish with some things, then I find something else to do. I think it's what keeps me into WoW for so long, is that I do different things based on, you know, the week and where we're at. I mount collect, but I don't mount collect like every day that I'm playing for my entire life. Sometimes we're doing other stuff. Sometimes we're doing this. This is really fun for me right now. These boulders have a lot of health. Who knew rocks were tough? Katie's being real cute. You heard me say your name? I mean, your name is Kira, but I think you think your name is Katie, because I call you Katie. Yeah. You want to take a nap with me later? I bet you do. She's got real soft cheeks. Okay. Now where do I want to go? Go do a lap around the backside here. I call her 10 plus things. Yeah, I don't feel like she's that, her name is basically never connected to like an imperative. It's not like, with a dog I feel like you'll use their name to get their attention and then tell them things, and I feel like she knows that I'm addressing her based on my tone of voice, and also the fact that I'm basically always talking to her. So, I mean maybe, but I don't know. I think I call her Kitty more than I call her anything else, though. Do you think your name is Pumpkin Muffin Bean? It's a little bit Pumpkin Muffin Bean. Okay, that is... Those are in the creche, I'm betting. Yeah, those are inside. Those are a mistake. Those are the ones that people join War Crush farming groups for. Does her fur feel like bunny fur? I have a confession. I haven't pet a bunny in a long time. I don't remember what they feel like. I don't remember what they feel like. It's very soft though. She's got short but very soft fur. Now I'm sad that her name's not Pumpkin Muffin Bean. Or is it that your name's not Pumpkin Muffin Bean? Luffy. We had a cat named Peaches. Peaches too. I like brainstorming names for different cats. Well, I like coming up with personal nicknames for all the various cats that I see outside in different neighborhoods. And a couple of dogs. There's this one Chihuahua that I always see hanging out in the same window. And I call him, I don't even know if it's a boy or a girl dog, but I call them biscotti because they're kind of like the color of almond flour, which is to say it's just like a tan dog, but it's just always napping in the same spot, keeping an eye out the window. Six? Bunnies or kitties? Oh, good stretch. Good stretch. Watch your head, okay? Watch your noggin. I know I say watch and you can't, but you know what I mean. Hi. I have kind of run into a treasure deficit. There we go. There's a bone pile in there somewhere. It's probably in the cave. Sure, why not? Kitties. Oh, that's a lot of kitties. I think that my cat, my personal amount would probably be 3, but it would need to be a bigger place. And I would really want to have like a really sweet catio. If I ever wanted to become like handy and learn construction and DIY, I think it would be in the pursuit of building like a really awesome, really safe, somewhat weather resistant catio for the cats. That would be pretty cool. 4 dogs. Hi, Muffin. Why is it difficult not to just name cats after food? I feel like whenever I'm imagining cats with names, they're always named after some kind of a food. Talk to my fiance about getting a catio, can't wait. I would want my catio to also have places for me so I can go out there and hang out with the cats. You know, I would want it to have like seating where I guess the cats could also sit on it, but you know. Nice place for me to hang out and like read a book or do a puzzle or something. I want to meet a fat cat named Beef Wellington. No kids, I'll keep you busy. I have no kids and just the one cat, and I feel, am I busy? I don't think I'm busy. I think I'm just, what's the word? Coping. Keeping up with, or attempting to keep up with, basic functions of life. Oh, we got an avian trove here. Oh, I feel a fish scroll. Nice. Loot that. Pop another scrying crystal. Go get our 3rd wondrous fish of the day. And I can afford another 5 crystals, so we're set for those for a while. Happen from shelter volunteering? I feel like that could happen to me one day. I feel like I would have a very, I think it would be good for me to do volunteer work like that, and helping to look after animals would be a good fit for me, but I would have a very hard time not taking them home, especially if they had sob stories, or if they took a liking to me, or heaven forbid, both. If you have some poor kitty that nobody else likes, that really likes me, that had like a tough start, you know, heaven help me, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard to not just bring home every time. Yeah, I eat eggs. I am pescatarian, so I eat eggs and dairy, and fish and seafood. I basically just don't do beef, pork, or chicken, or poultry. Shelter volunteering is a trap. Fulfilling, highly recommend. Any luck? Eh, forbidden knowledge. I want to foster cats, but I'll fail every foster, just end up with lots of cats. Yeah. I have a very strong rule that I am not allowed to even go near a shelter to look at animals or to meet any of them unless I am 100% prepared to bring one home on that day. There's no such thing as just looking. There's no such thing as going with a friend to look. There's no such thing as tagging along with other people that are looking for themselves and you're just kind of looking for me. Other people are probably strong enough to do that. I have a big weakness for the animals and I do not want to be responsible for more than I can take good care of, which is kind of a struggle in my life. You can still end up with 2, yeah. Yeah, especially I could also see a world where I fall for like a pair of bonded animals, like 2 siblings that really need each other, and I'm like, well, why not have 2 dogs? I have 2 hands. You know, hopefully I have lots of room and time in my life for lots of different animals. And that we can take good care of all of them, and that they get along, and that everybody's happy and has nice things in their life. Walk with the animals, talk with the animals. I feel like this is the beginning of a song lyric that is going over my head, possibly due to a generational gap. I still have my treasure hunting buff up, so that's not why I'm not finding any. But I do feel like, as much as I want a dog, this one kitty cat keeps me very fulfilled. She keeps me busy. She keeps me company. She's everything I really need in a pet. No, I'm not in a big hurry to change anything. Where's all the treasures? Did I loot them all? Did I get every last one of them? I'm out. There's no more. We made 22. I'm up to 22 of 50 for Scroll Hunter. I'm quite close to the halfway point. I think that maybe getting 5 scrolls a day would be kind of like a nice medium amount of work if I wanted to try to pace out the grind, which I don't know if I do. Pardon me. I think I want to try and grind out the grind. But if I was going to pace it out and try to be like reasonable about it, I think 5 scrolls a day with your buffs. Oh, let's actually, while we're over here, go restock the scrying crystals, because I have 2, but here, we'll get a couple more. We're right here. Oh no, I can't. I'm out. I must have done that recently. Forgot I spent it all. Did I know that there's trouble in River City? That I did know. That I'm familiar with. That speaks to me in my soul. Is this part? It's Entrix. I wanted it to be Galacron or Galacras or Galacuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Do people still write musicals? And people just don't take chances on new ones anymore? I feel like all of the musicals I'm familiar with the exception, I guess, of Hamilton, I feel like all the other ones I'm familiar with are, like, quite old. Where are all these treasures? I lost them all. They're all gone. The game's cutting me off. Hazel, move on with your day. You've been here long enough. Go, get some exercise. Get some fresh air. Take a nap. Do your dishes, etc. I mean, there's herbs out here, but I don't even need any more Dream Bloom. I've actually got all of the, all of my necessary amount of, I'm tempted to reload. I'm tempted to blame the game and be like, this must be bugged. There must be treasures. It's just not showing them to me, but I do have the scroll buff up. Eh. Give it a little reload. You could also join a rare hunting group, and that would be effective as well, because you can get scrolls from rares. And for whatever reason, that appeals to me a tiny bit more than Warcrush farming groups, maybe just because you don't have to go into the Warcrush for it. Unless they decide they want to go do Warden Entrix, but... Right, the park. Yeah, I've had scrolls drop from normal mobs as well. I haven't gone as far as just farming them for them directly, although I think that is part of what's going on in Warcrush groups. I think it's time for me to get off of this shard. Oh, there's... Oh no, that's gonna be a trap. Let's see. Not rare kill. All alive. Or at least they were all alive 20 minutes ago. They're all up north. I want the treasures, but I'll make it to the rares. Nice. Rares are also a great way to restock yourself on Elemental Overflow. The treasures do give some, but not really enough to properly sustain your grind. There's a treasure here too, and I want to know where. Right here? Yeah. Iron Tide Stash. Oh, nice. So I got a scroll so we can use another crystal. We can mark another scroll. Yeah, actually we can just stack them up. You can loot more than one of the same scroll. You don't have to use them right away. But that'll be number 23. I am hoping that the next sort of elemental snail goo event is an air one. I don't know if there's any way to predict what element it's going to be, but there's another one in 24 minutes. And the air one is the last one I need. I also still haven't found my last forbidden spoils. I only found one of them today. I started today at 8 of 10. I made it to 9 of 10. I think like while the stream countdown was running. I haven't found another one since. No luck. But we're getting closer on Hoarder of the Forbidden Reach. We're really chewing away at those treasures. I've made it through probably 50 treasures today. I'm assuming they're going to Risa. And then I feel like we've done well in Scroll Hunter too. I don't remember how many I started at. I want to say like 13 maybe. Not too bad. Like maybe 10 a day, but within like a 3-hour stream. What ends the best to Hearth 2 while leveling? The way I level, which is not necessarily the most efficient way to do it, but I will kind of travel around between different zones, and I will change my Hearthstone as I move around. So I'll level in like, you know, Darkshire for a while, and I'll have a Duskwood in Hearthstone set, and then I'll go level in maybe the Wetlands, and I'll set it there. I just tend to move it quite a bit. And then if I find that I need to go really, really far, then I will just set myself on a flight path and go make a sandwich or something. Okay. Looks like we're going to Wormslayer. I'm gonna try and go around this mountain instead of over it. Shaman privilege is amazing leveling. Or mages. Mages can just be places. I want to land and then soar. Because I need to go way up there. I'm not going to make it quite that high. I can make it this high. And then hope that my dragon's feeling better. What? Oh, no. Well, let's hope it takes them a minute. I bet I'm gonna need 2 vigor to get up there. Yeah, that inn is still in the it's the slaughtered lamb in the mage quarters that you're thinking of. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been trying to double click treasures. Okay. Look, vault key. We have 76 of those now. Where do you think we're gonna go? Mad Eye Carry, probably. Get the first Dragonflying quest, work through the content, the music's amazing. Oh, you're gonna have fun. There's excellent questing zone content. Music, stories, NPCs. It's good stuff. And, oh, nope. That would have been a good opportunity for the Drake breaks. I feel like this guy's got a lot of health. Or maybe I just do him wrong. He No, he's taking increased damage, I guess because his friends are gone. Maybe that's all there is to it. Did I farm any of the ZG patterns? No, no. I don't know why. I guess I just figured I would leave it to other people. It didn't seem that important to me. I thought it was neat that they brought it back, but it seemed like a not for me thing. The dragon dwarf sitting and gazing. Yeah, I haven't gone back to him yet. There's a quest line that sends you back to talk to him, and I've been sitting on that this entire time because I guess I had no interest in going back to check in with him. There's a bone pile over there. Oh. Clipped the sheep. Oh yeah, there's treasures in here. Here, we'll tag Volcanak and see if I can sneak. That one's sleeping. What if you stayed sleeping? Nope. Can I kill you on my own? Don't mind me. There's treasures, they're important. I'm never down here. Oh, thank goodness he's knockable. There we go. Anything good? Oh, I'm in combat! Of course I'm in combat. I tagged Volcanak. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I thought that would work. How's my hair doing? Well, it seems good. It is attached. I trim it now and then. It's about as long as I've been letting it get right now, so I might trim it again sometime soon. If it warms up, I think, then I'll probably take it back down to a 1. Bring the mob to the middle, let someone else handle it. Alright. At least this one treasure. I didn't clear the way to the other one, so the other one might be a lost cause, but this one, I'm getting my time's worth out of being down here. Alright. I think the other one's no good. Well, oh no, they're elites, I'm leaving. That's a trap, that is. Oh, my ability team tracker is showing everybody's cooldowns. Or not everybody, but I guess maybe people just in my party. That's funny. I had a... I set that up for the use of Solo Shuffle, and I guess I have it enabled on all kinds of characters. So there's a couple more treasures. They're all off to go do Marwak, which does drop a thing that I need. But there's 2 treasures that are like right here. There's one that I can just loot. I can just have that. What about that? Where are you? Because if you can do both, if you can squeak the loot and make it in time to kill the rare. Because they do drop scrolls sometimes. Alright, I'm coming. Realized you can spam click treasures. Yeah, you mentioned that before already. I couldn't say if it's actionable for you, but I would say that I'm probably not going to do it just in case, I suppose. Alright, Marwak. Please don't toast me. Okay. Oh, there's another bone pile up there. I know that I can't loot it as long as I'm in combat, but I can kind of get there in advance. Although, no, I'm still coming. I'm being a little bit cheeky. Uh-oh. There we go. Try for that. Jump down. Loot the boy. No luck. Getting out of here. Met the scroll treasure thing itself. Oh, okay. Oh, no, 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 no. You can't make me climb. You can't make me climb. It seems like the kind of thing they might get to hotfixing as well. They tend to. Oh, a forbidden hoard. Okay, it looks like based on people getting to it quickly that that one may actually be the on top one, which would be awesome because that's going to be the last one. Wait, there's a cave. This one actually is the cave. Somehow. Not this. This is different. Is it different? I'm so confused. There's a horde that may or may not be actually in the Crush. There's a bunch of them at Pyrachnos. This is the other thing. Which I guess could also give a scroll if you're lucky. Is it broken? Sometimes these are broken. That one's always bugged. Gooey snail, 13 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, we're hoping for an air one. I'm starting to think that, no, there's the cave. Let me go look at this. Okay, there. That's the actual Forbidden Hoard. Da-da-da-da-da-da! Forbidden Spoils! I no longer need to worry so much about those. I think. Yeah, Forbidden Spoils is officially checked off of the list. So we got 2 achievements today. We're also quite close. We are quite close to being able to get a Hoarder of the Forbidden Reach. I'm sure we'll get that well before we get Scroll Hunter. And then Doorbuster is a foregone conclusion. I could rush it, but you know, like why? Getting there. Last air spawn at 3 PM yesterday. You think they cycle? That would be something. I'm sure that... Okay, I think this isn't working correctly. I'm gonna leave. Well, am I leaving? I don't want to go into the War Crush, and that seems to be my other option. Try the bark down here. Okay, they're looting stuff, so they're all leaving. Never saw the same one spawn next to each other? Okay. Well, that would be nice. That would get another achievement off my list. I can't believe that I just haven't gotten that one yet. We're halfway through the snail grind and there's still one of the four that I just haven't done yet. Alright, so we kind of ran out of treasures. Or we ran out of rares, at least on this shard. We did not run out of treasures, though. There's a few of them here. Another vault key? Another obsidian coffer. Yeah, you need 50 scrolls for Scroll Hunter. I do not have any marked on my map currently. Oh, hey. I wonder if they're gonna go do... there's one person over here at Veltrax. There's one person just kind of hanging out at the Lutrox spawn. Nest? Yeah, we're gonna get Hoarder for sure today. Assuming that we keep getting this lucky. That should be easy. Oh, somebody else got a fish scroll. I remember the first time I got one of those scrolls, and, you know, I used it, and it's like, X marks the spot, and I went and looted the treasure, and I got it, and it's like, hey, you can turn this in for some rep, and I thought, excuse me? That's all I'm gonna get? But you do get a lot of supplies. Okay. I wonder if this person is just waiting for someone to spawn Lovey, just kind of like hanging out here hoping for it. Cause I'll oblige. I've killed this thing probably 5 times today. I think that was my last spice pack. Although I'm not sure if they're at keyword. Maybe if they hit them with a tail sweep, they'll get in combat and be able to loot it. They might need to tag it. How many vault keys do I have? 82 currently. At this particular and exact moment. Yeah, there you go. 82. No luck from that. I'm not going in the creche. I want 6 more treasures. Oh yeah, I had a scroll I needed to use. That'll bring me to 23 of 50. There's a little birdie. There's a cache over there, and I would kind of like to loot it, but I kind of thought that this was going to be a more populated area. I am going to leave. I might try and sneak my way back in so that I don't have to kill all of it. Because I don't think we're going to do Veltrax, but I might be able to scoot my way up this hill and get that one. Yeah, there we go. We have 6,000 elemental overflow, so we can afford to restock up to 3 more crystals. We want to make sure we can get another perception scroll also, but 6 more minutes and then it'll be time for snail goo. Ideally, I could get 2 more achievements today off of the list. I'm hoping to finish Hoarder of the Forbidden Reach, and then also Under the Weather if that air one does spawn. Hey, fish scroll. Nice. Send that. Pop another scrying crystal. Go loot our fishy. And then one thing I'm curious is I haven't turned in any of these scroll loots all day, so at the end of this I'm going to turn them all in at once. And I want to see what my net gain of supplies is that you can use for, you know, old renowned transmog vendors and stuff. Is that Galacat? Yeah, they all went up to Galacat, okay. Although I am not going very fast. Disappointed to do the event and not get slime. Is there still a chance for 0? That sucks. Hidden treasures a rare spawn as well? Are the hidden treasures a rare spawn? There are... I don't think I quite understand. There are sort of rare summons. Oh, I see. No, do I see? There's a couple of different types of treasure. They all spawn somewhat regularly. None of them are crazy rare. Even the rares aren't all that rare. I don't know if that helps. There's... How many different types of treasures are there? There's the small treasures, there's the scroll treasures, there's the spoil treasures, there's the elemental invasion treasures, and then there's the weird other elemental treasure chest thing. There's quite a few. I wonder if they're gonna go do oh, they're gonna go do that one, okay. Four wondrous fish. Three draconic artifacts. 2 tokens of blessing. And 2 mysterious writings. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 scrolls so far today. Yeah. Hazel, how are you today? Hello. I am doing well. How are you? Reason you're farming Forbidden Reach? I'm working on the meta achievement. I am trying to chip away at you know how to reach me. So I'm specifically doing a lot of treasures and rares to try to get scrolls for Scroll Hunter. And then I'm also kind of simultaneously working on the Hoarder achievement. We did the Forbidden Spoils achievement earlier. We're getting lots of keys. I got 84 keys now, so the Doorbuster shouldn't be a problem. And that'll help me look for the books with next week's vault. 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the other one. There's an obsidian coffer, but that's inside. That's a trap. And then the meta achievement has a title. Plus, it's a good excuse to just kind of fly around looking for treasures. I have 18 minutes left on the perception scroll. Like I said, the snail thing the snail goo spawns in 2 minutes. And then I'm actually only 4 treasures away from getting the Hoarder achievement. So we can totally do that. It's not like it's a big rush. I'm gonna loot many more after that just for Scroll Hunter, but... Okay. And then the bone pile's on the opposite side. And I think I might actually remember how to get in on it. You go over here. I thought it was gonna be in a super deep cave, but then it turned out to be not so bad. You go kind of down on this side. And then it was in the scythed cave over here. It's amazing how much better you get at something if you put a couple hours into it. But I will have a healthy supply of all gear. I don't know exactly how much, but I think the answer is too much. Any other 70s I get set up should be in good shape. It'll help them with the Nighthold farm. There's 98, or there will be 98. Oh, another artifact scroll. Nice. I'm not gonna pop another crystal today. I think I'll call that good. We'll get that. We'll go do snail goo, loot that treasure, turn them all in, wrap it up for a day. Finish my Shadow Priest Mage Tower after your guide. Only missing healer achievement for the Mount Book. Oh, you're so close. Yeah. If you can do the Shadow Priest one, you can do anything. Okay. So the event should be starting momentarily. I'm just trying to get out of combat. I can't believe I looted that. Yeah, there it is. Primal Vault. You guys have the longest leash I've ever seen. completely forgot about the mage tower. Supposedly, it's not as difficult as it was the first time around. Like, it's been retuned and it is still relevant, but it's not... The word on the street, anyways. I haven't personally done it since they brought it back, but the word on the street is that it's not quite as harsh as it was last time. Alright. Ooh, this looks like air, I think. Storms. Are storms the same thing as air? Storms are made of... Well, storms are made of lots of things. Air elemental. Yeah, this will get me my achievement. This will do under the weather. Nice. Yep, Drakthir only can be evokers, and evokers are the only thing that Drakthir can be. They are mutually exclusive. All Drakthir are evokers, and all evokers are Drakthir. For now. I think there's a world where later on, maybe after the expansion ends, that they let them make, like, I don't know, a warrior or a mage or something. Drakthir druids. How different could it be from, like, Zandalari druids, eh? And then I only need 2 more treasures for... I kind of want to get the last 2 for Hoarder, even though I know there's, like, no hurry on it. Kitty, are you coming to collect me? I know I'm over time. You good? Thanks. I'm imagining a Drakthir Druid Moonkin form looking very similar to the Zandalari Troll Druid Moonkin form. Is there another elemental somewhere? Sometimes everybody's waiting at the boss and nobody's actually working on the elemental. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We'll have to do this many more times for the snail. But we are halfway there. We got 26 goo currently. You're always hoping for a lot. You're hoping for many. The snail is the gooey snail elemental mount. You collect these leftover elemental slimes from doing these Primalist events in the Forbidden Reach, and when you have 50 of them, you can combine them to get them out. I'm at 26. That looks like gooey snail elemental. That's what the mount looks like. Big blue, kind of Primalist snail. It's like the magma snail, but blue. There we go. Nice achievement. I got 3 slime, which I will not complain about. That's a non-zero amount of slime. There's a Frozen Heart Cairn in there, and I'm not doing it. I think that one's a trap. I am going to thank the group. I'm going to drop. We're going to go loot this scroll treasure. Hope that we find 2 more, like, nice, easy treasures so that we can get Hoarder done also. Would be nice. There's that. Oh, I suppose I'll go tag Bracken if he's, like, right here. This is how they get you. It's really hard, I find, to leave the Forbidden Reach, because I feel like something's always just about to start, and they all have a chance to give you scrolls, even if you don't even have a scroll buff up. It could happen. I've had scrolls drop unbuffed. And this will mark the exact halfway point of my scroll hunter as well. This will make me 25 of 50 for that. Yeah, we just need one more, like, bone pile or something. Mossy Mammoth is for looting items inside the vaults, the Zskera vaults. There's a big chain of them. You loot a thing, and then you loot another thing, and then you get another thing. And eventually you get enough where you get them out. I did get 1800 solo shuffle rating. I did. On my Resto Druid. I healer shuffled. I did the fabled healer shuffle rating push, which is notoriously tricky to do because as a healer you get real fast Qs, but apparently it's a bit tougher to climb. It's very easy to kind of stay put. When? Last week? I didn't do the 1800 push on stream. I did the vicious mount on stream, and then I kept queuing for a while, and then I kept queuing more after I turned the stream off. We made it to like 1700, I think, on the stream in question. Okay, so I want one more treasure. I can't just log off at 99 of 100. I'm not built like that. We can't do it. People have got the bronze dust, yes. Not me, not I, said the Hazel, but people have finished it. Apparently, there's one item after the bronze dust as well. I think. You play WoW without us? Now and then, a little bit. Sometimes. I've heard tale that you get the dust from the vaults. People have been looting it from treasures, from chests, from gold piles, just on the ground. Somebody said, like a chest that was just on the ground without even opening any vaults once, or a couple of times. But best thing you can do is just clear your vaults and hope for the best. And if you don't get it, you try again next week. I'm gonna find a bone pile or something. There's always some up by this lake, I feel. Best way to get vault keys is this. I'm up to 86. Treasures and rares and treasures and rares and rares and treasures. Make sure that you get this Reliquary Scroll of Perception buff. You can buy an item off of the Dragonscale Expedition vendor in the Forbidden Reach. That will mark the small treasures on your map. And those treasures, the little ones like the bone piles and the avian troves and whatnot, they have a chance to drop keys. The rares, of course, can drop keys. Sometimes you just get keys. They've been falling from the sky. Deco Romano, thank you for the 2-month resub. Attempting to get all the heritage armor I missed out on when they first came out. Didn't even know Gnome and Worgen's got some. Oh, the Gnome heritage armor is awesome. It's so good. The Worgen's still on my list. I don't have the Worgen heritage armor yet either. Okay, there is one. Oh, it's gonna be in the crater, isn't it? It's nice that you can get your Dragon Vigor back while you're using Soar. It didn't used to be like that. They changed it. Yeah, there is one in here. Okay. Oh, the perfect non-dismount leg. You can't buy that kind of luck. I mean, I guess you can. You could just get a bad router. Throttle your own bandwidth manually. Imagine the dragon bear. What if this treasure despawns before I loot it? After we came all the way in here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ta-da! That was my 100th small treasure. We did that over the course of like 3 days. And honestly, I want to go back here. I don't want to go all the way up the stairs though. I'm just going to make a break for it. How many more scrolls do you need? 25. We made it halfway through Scroll Hunter today. Not too bad. We're going to work on it more tomorrow. I bet I can get like another 10. Maybe 15 if I'm lucky. I don't currently have a scroll buff up yet. I figured I need to stop for the day somehow. And then Doorbuster and Librarian of the Reach are just kind of... they'll happen when they happen. So there's a Stone Scale Cairn. And then there's a... that one's going to be underneath. That one's kind of on this level. I know I said I wasn't going to keep looting treasures, but apparently I lied. Oh no. We just got to get out of combat. No, the Old Gods book is the last one from Vault, and I'm missing it. It's the only thing standing between me and Librarian. I have everything else but that. And I'm just gonna have to keep an eye open for it. Okay, let's go back. We're gonna turn in all these treasures and see how we do in terms of Dragonelle supplies. We're starting with 365 of them. Nope, I'm not stopping for treasures. I'm not stopping for treasures. I have to wrap this up someday. Books are for that achievement? Yeah, you just gotta loot each one once. There's no real reason to loot them multiple times unless you wanted to read them and you lost it. But, yeah, they are for something. Okay. Here, let's restock scrying crystals. Buy another, like, 2 of these, maybe 3. We will buy 1 of these to have one ready for next time. And then I also... Alright, so we made it to 4 artifacts, 2 tokens of blessing, 2 mysterious writings, 4 wondrous fish. So I can do 4 of these boxes. 2, 3, 4. We can do 2 of these, or 4 of these. These ones we've got, what, 2, I think? 2 tokens of blessing. And then 2 mysterious writings. Octopixie, thank you for the 28-month resub. Forgot to resub. Appreciate it. I feel very lucky to have you here. I always notice the Hazel lurks at the beginning of the stream. Okay. We're going from, I know it's like a flat amount, so you could sort out this surprise answer with math, but 365, and for our morning's work, for our 3-hour stream, we are at, let's see. You also get keys from this. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. 3,365. So exactly 3,000 more Dragonelle supplies for our morning. We got a number of rep tokens we can send away. Our vault keys are up to 95. I don't know exactly how many I got, but the answer is 1, 2, 3. I guess I can find it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 vault keys from that batch of treasures. So that's another way that you're getting them. I also need to get rid of more of this Primalist gear. I'm going to send all of it to the bank vault. Her poor bank is going to be obliterated. All of them. Love your raid guide videos. Thanks, Viking. This was good. This feels fruitful. I don't think I would want to do this for the rest of my life, but I am happy to do this for a week or so before 10.1 comes out. I don't think it'll take a whole week to get Scroll Hunter done. Not at this rate. Oh, I have 118. Maybe I'll just sit on those. Maybe somebody will want them later on. Or maybe I'll sell them now. 6k resources from the rest of the scrolls. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's really not too bad. Yeah, that's a pretty high price for those. I'm going to post them. Your bags just get torn up. Hang on, were any of those Hornswoggle hunks? Yeah, I'm going to sell those properly. I might not have it in me to post all of this. I might be bored. I might be too lazy to do it. Here. We send our Primalist gear away. I've been sending all the rep tokens to Inksy, just because, I guess. She can take those. I can vendor the Forbidden Knowledge. Here, I'll use somebody else's mount. And then I'm going to make a nice little pile of my items that we're going to use tomorrow for all of my Scroll Hunter scroll hunting tomorrow. So I've got 3 scrying crystals at the ready. I could buy no more. I'm out of overflow. That's one thing you don't get from turning those treasures is you don't get overflow. Sounds like a problem for a Sunday stream. I don't have Breeze Biter. I haven't really properly farmed for it yet. You want to see? Let's go take a look just for fun. Let's go take a look at the bank alt and see how much trash, how much of this Primalist gear. I guess I could have walked 2 steps into the inn and logged it instantly. How much Primalist gear we're dealing with here. It's been a, 20 scrolls worth of farming it. Bank alt down here. Oh, Acid K, thanks for the raid. I must mention, I am about to end my stream. It is that time of day for me, but I appreciate the thought. I hope you guys had a good stream. I set myself a handful of mails, like 8 maybe. I don't think they would have all been full. Bags full of Primalist gear, can't wait until 10.1 to get rid of it. I think it's almost a good incentive for me to level up more alts that actually need it so that I can kind of, get rid of some of it. There we go. So it's not horrific, it's not great, but that's just the stuff that I got in the last couple of days, like the last 2 days. I have more in the bank. If we hop up here, we look at the bank. All right, so the plate we've been throwing over here. We can add the plate spalders to the pile of plate spalders. And there's some more plate belts that we can put with the other plate belts. 1 pair of plate bracers, which I don't think I had yet, and another pair of plate gloves. I'm trying to keep it vaguely organized. Not necessarily in that every piece is with its own kind. I know you've got the organize button, but I want them all to be in their own separate bag. And without bag add-ons, because I'm stubborn about that, for no good reason. We do the old-fashioned way. I have a lot of Primalist mail. Why do I have so much Primalist mail? It's because I need to get my shaman finished to 70. She's kind of like hovering at like 64, 65. I did a bit of questing on her. This is all cloth. Put that all in the one spot. Yeah, I think I'll use it for alts. I just need to get the alts leveled. It is a lot faster to farm Primalist gear than it is to level characters 60 to 70 if you are an anti-time walking kind of person. If you just want to like go quest and gather and do it the old-fashioned way, you are in for a little bit of a grind. And then leather. Primalist leather. Not nearly as much. No, I guess I have some over there. So we were throwing our leather over here. And then we'll also have like rings and trinkets and a couple of weapons. Nothing crazy. Bank is so empty. This character has never really been played much. She's just kind of a holding character for account-wide stuff like this. And other, I've got like a couple Genesis modes, but, she's only level 10. So she doesn't have like a lifetime's worth of stuff. It's not my main. Okay, and then cloaks. I was stashing all the generic stuff, I think, in this bag, so I can make a nice little pile of Primalist cloaks, which I think I only just recently started getting. I've got 3 trinkets I can stick over here. There's another necklace, so a 3rd necklace. I've got 3 weapons. I've got only 2 rings, but 3 Primalist trinkets. I'm afraid to use more than 1 Primalist trinket on a character because I don't want them to get the same one. Oh, those are leather spalders. I don't want them to get the same trinket twice and then not be able to equip both of them. And I don't know a way to avoid that. Yeah. That looks decent. That looks alright. That's my plate stuff. That's my cloth stuff. That's my leather stuff. That's my mail stuff. So I have a lot of leather and mail. Not so much plate. I think it's because I just recently geared up Crinkle, so I used some of the plate. Oh, there's only 1 trinket? Okay. There are primal rings. I only have 2 of them, so I'm thinking maybe they don't drop as much as some of the other stuff. Hunter is not 70. Here, I'll show you my characters. My 70s, I have my main, and then there's my druid in her elite mug. There's my priest and my warrior. So I have 1 of each armor type. Plate, cloth, leather, mail. This is kind of next in the list. She's the character that I leveled for heritage armor. I've been sort of questing on her a little bit here and there. So she's 64. After that, I would probably pick another 60 to work on. Maybe the hunter next. She's at 60. Probably not the second priest. Probably not a double druid. Maybe boy. I don't have a warlock leveled up yet. I also don't have a rogue fully leveled yet. I also don't have the first idea of what rogues do. Alright, I am done for today, but I shall be back tomorrow morning with another scroll hunting stream. I appreciate your company. Thank you very much for watching. If you're looking for Twitch VODs and you're like, I don't want to watch them on Twitch, we now have a VODs channel on YouTube. I'm going to try and keep these posted over there. It has a selection of old VODs that are kind of scrambled in order, but they're there. So be notified of that if that's something you're interested in. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.